literally don't know what happened. I could have sworn that it was supposed to come out. Sorry. I gotta fix my YouTube stuff because now I got my YouTube stuff. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Yeah, I swear that they were gonna go live at noon Central Time is what they said, but apparently not. Let me set up all this. Got everything going. We've got their stream going. I've got my breakfast here. I'm so excited. I was planning on starting an hour before they started, but time zones. I don't know what happened. Bring up your meeting. Because I am. All right. Oh my god. And if they're starting now, I think that means the game will be out in like 5 hours or something. Very soon. I'm not even gonna try to guess anymore, honestly. Clearly, I have no idea. I've been so crazy busy, um, editing videos, setting stuff up, and we are now multi-streaming. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, I feel like a complete moron. I am super out of it. But what matters is, it's the day. It's finally the day. I've pretty much been waiting for this for over 3 years. Yeah. This is amazing. I've always loved their starting soon screen. And I swear, it's just an accident that my face is in like the perfect place to not cover that up. But that's literally left over from PoE. Oh my gosh. So, for funsies, talk about some plans here. And I'll be repeating all this later probably. But my general plan. All this might change because I don't know, like, we don't know what we're going to see when we get in there, what things have been added they didn't tell us about, whatever. But I'm still thinking I'm going to start in the Northern Forest. I am so early. Hey, Davo. Yeah, I was just explaining, like, I don't know what happened.
What are you doing? We're going on an adventure.
Oh, it's Jace! It's Jace! I'm gonna cry. Jace isn't even a community manager anymore. He was the first one. Oh my god. I'm already a mess. I'm already a mess. Why did you join James to make They're showing some of the early access trailers and stuff. Bro, it's too early for this. Drones. I'm literally just sobbing. I'm so sorry. I went from being like so upset because I accidentally got woken up early today to being like, oh no, their stream's starting in 12 minutes. I got the time zones wrong. To sobbing because of this. Chat has to be losing their minds. Oh. Oh. Dang it! Oh. Do I even have my game set to the right game? I don't. I don't even have. Oh my god. I'm a mess. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Today is gonna be such a mess. Sorry, it's kind of loud. I'm sorry. Oh. They put so much effort into all this stuff. Oh, this game is so special, yo. The community is so special, is really what it is, too. Oh, God. Hey, Betty. There it is. I was so much Jace too. Whew. Nothing? Darkness? Hello? Hello? Oh,
Hi everyone, welcome to the release
hi!
stream for Satisfactory 1.0. It is finally happening. We are here. It feels kind of surreal actually, because
It
yeah, I
feels
don't know.
incredibly
It just felt
surreal.
like this day would never come, in a certain way. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. My name is Snood. I'm one of the community managers at Coffee Stain
He's
Studios.
got a body
and
pillow
joined by
next
my
to him.
fellow community manager. What's your name again?
Are you crying? I'm not crying. You're
Alright.
crying.
This is Crying, my fellow community manager here at Coffee
Hello,
Stain
I'm
Studios.
crying.
Yeah.
No, what's up, y'all? My name is Mikael, and I'm also one of the community managers here at Coffee Stain Studios.
Yes. And
Lovely
boy,
to
oh
be
boy,
here.
what a time to be alive, folks! Because we are counting down for the release of Satisfactory 1.0. It's like I said, it's kind of surreal.
Damn.
Because we've been working on this game for 8 years now, and I don't know. It feels weird. So I hope you like that little snippet of like a couple of YouTube videos we put out throughout the years. It's kind of fun to just like go through memory lane a little bit and remember the times before we got to this point. Essentially, every single update that's gone out. Update 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Update 9. Rip.
9.
No update 9. So so we've got a schedule.
We do.
Sort of.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Now we just gotta stick to it.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Yeah.
The counter might like flip out from time to time. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, do you guys have any favorite memories from during early access? It's been in early access for 5 years now, and we launched on Epic 2019.
Oh, I'm so
and
overwhelmed
later on Steam
with
2020.
feelings.
And we've made a lot of updates.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have been prepared and make like a slideshow of like, here.
I didn't let you see my clocks. Hey, Lola. I'm so sorry.
We could have made this I don't know, 5, 6.
I'm an idiot. I don't know. I don't know what
We
happened.
wouldn't even
Nah.
scratch the surface at that point.
Even then.
What's your favorite update,
Ugh.
Nico? When did you start playing?
Oh well.
Yeah.
I still remember that weekend when I mean I knew about the date clash from the very from earlier than the weekend before I started here, but the weekend before I started this job, which was the weekend before November 14,
God,
No,
I'm
November
just
13.
like.
whereas the
Oh yeah.
release date was November 14. Yeah, I was like,
Your
I
first,
can't
like,
believe
week was
we're
when we
here.
launched
yeah,
it.
I
didn't
can't believe we're
realize that those dates clashed
we're
until,
less
like,
than 3 hours
almost
away from the game
on
coming
that
out.
very day. I was like, wait, am I gonna be busy from day one? Yes, I was. So up to date. Yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah, Graham, I got my times wrong because I'm
There's a lot of
dumb.
people in
But here
chat,
we are,
and,
less than 3 hours
good to see
away.
you all.
Yeah.
And they hit
Glad
us
you
with
all
the
joined us for this
gut
because,
punch right from the beginning
come
because
often,
they
these release
they showed
streams.
video
And,
the
yeah,
first
we've gone
couple
a little bit
videos
overboard
with the
production
very
for
first community manager that
stream,
they had,
because
and I just
1.0
like
only happens
started
once.
sobbing, dude.
Yeah,
I
so, let's do it. So hopefully everything
I
sounds
love
good, and hopefully
Jace.
everything looks good, and all that stuff, and everything is in sync. If it's not, it's your fault. Just refresh your browser. Because we did a little test on Twitch right before this.
Yeah.
And,
Oh my gosh. Also, by the way, guys, I'm
this is when
streaming
Don't
to
ship
both
this.
Twitch and YouTube today.
Please do ship this.
I was gonna make an announcement about it and everything in Discord.
So
Nice body build. Yeah, the body build is of Jace as well, actually.
yeah, for sure.
Of the first community manager. So I think they put it there intentionally.
Yeah, look at that. Linus is
Yeah.
joining us behind the scenes.
I mean, I'm
take
also
over
bawling
the
from excitement.
production.
It's a lot of feelings.
Good times.
Yeah, it's so many feelings. But also,
Okay.
Yeah,
can
somebody
breathe a
actually-
little.
I
Someone
got like
actually knows
3
what they're
hours of
doing.
sleep because I was planning on waking up like
Yeah,
way
what else is there
later,
to
and
say,
then
really? Like, there's, we're going to.
I
so
accidentally got woken up
there's
early
gonna be the
today,
format for this
and
stream.
it
We're
turns
gonna
out
be
it was a
counting
blessing
down.
because I would have
Yeah,
missed
something right
this
down here.
if I had woken
until
up on
release.
time.
So once
So,
this counter hits 0,
here
we're
we
going
are.
to play the release trailer for 1.0.
Here we
That
go.
Linus has been working really hard on.
Mhm.
And we kind of literally just finished it. It really came down to the wire. But yeah, we're gonna play the release trailer, and then the update will be available for everyone. And if you already have the game on Steam or Epic, you know you're gonna get that like little update button, and you're
All
gonna
right.
download the game and hopefully have a good time with the game.
Go
Hopefully,
ham, as the kids say.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Wow.
everything should be fine. There are no major issues or anything like that. Actually,
I
haven't kept
still
too
can't
much up
quite
to date
believe that
with
the game is here.
production
Like,
team
it's
right
gonna
now.
be
It's
here.
like, if there's anything on
It doesn't
fire,
feel real yet.
but hopefully everything should be fine. Right team. Right.
Right.
We need to switch to the camera. Right.
Why are you shaking your head? I don't know.
Gotta get the close up. Yeah.
Have you slept well? on Tuesday?
No.
No.
No, me either.
Can you chat, by the way? Have you slept well?
I think we talked about this a while ago, where it's like, who's the most like nervous person at the office right now?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's definitely me. Okay, like I'm definitely the most.
Oh
wrecked
my
right now, but
gosh.
it's
Thank
gonna
you
be-
guys
it's
for
gonna be
being here, even
so
though I'm
nice
super
once,
early. Oh my gosh.
Once the update is out, or sorry, not the update. Once the game is
But
out.
yeah,
fully,
I'm
and, like,
multi-streaming for the first time, so
embargo lifts
if
and
you
all that
see any
shit, then
issues, definitely let me know.
gonna be
Like
nice.
if
What
it
about
seems
no's
like
in
the
chat?
stream's not as great as
Chat, you
usual
sleep
or
already?
whatever,
We have so many no's in
um,
chat.
Yeah.
Please take over
just
the
help me
chat.
out. Let me know if you see any issues like that.
Yeah, we're gonna hang out with some of the devs
Oh, yeah.
today,
And
talk about some
today
things,
is gonna be crazy. I'm
Cooler than we are.
so
Yeah,
excited.
that.
for sure. It's gonna be good. And we're gonna start with sound design. We're gonna start with
We are.
talking about sound design.
Yes.
I don't know if Sasha will be watching this or whatever. You can probably pop up at this point, and we can start prepping for that. But yeah.
We'll see if they get started here.
Please help.
Yeah, I'll sleep when tier. Yeah. I'll sleep when tier 9 is done.
When tier 9 is
Mark
done.
actually told
Oh
me
my gosh.
that the estimated time to finish Satisfactory is 150 hours, which feels
Oh wow. So like,
insane, especially for
finish
everyone who's
the
like
game?
starting from scratch. You know what I mean?
Considering I haven't finished update 8 in 350 hours, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I've got.
I think it's gonna take me way longer than that.
6. I think that's as far as I've gotten.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, should I start over or do I?
I am committing to starting over and actually getting through the game without cheats. Yeah.
Yeah, getting through cheats.
Because cheats are always in when oil is.
Because then
happening.
you won't get any achievements if you don't use cheats.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for
Thing is, you
100%
can-
achievements for
You can go
sure.
fucking bananas if you want with the fucking thingamajig.
and we're gonna go
fucking
well
jump
beyond
around
that.
Like a crazy maniac if you want to. Like,
But I did saw you do
there's
multi-stream
no
test
stopping you.
yesterday's night.
This is
We
what
do
we
multi-stream from
fucking
now on.
pay for.
The plan is to multi-stream from now on,
But yeah,
assuming
I-
there's
so-
not
so,
some
like,
major
I know that,
issue. I want to multi-stream from
we
now on.
talked about this in many videos, and of course
and that
there's
will
a lot of
mean
content out there,
that
but,
my
just a real
streams
quick
will
recap for
be
people who may
automatically
not know,
archived as
is
well.
that,
So
once
once I catch up
comes out,
on the
you're finally gonna
backlog
be able to unlock
edits,
achievements, that you may or may not have
we're
seen
good.
pop up
all streams from
on
today
the
forward
minutes.
will be on YouTube.
And, just
if
real
I
quick
can
clarification
keep
is that
multi-streaming.
If you use advanced game settings, you unfortunately won't be able to unlock the achievements because we decided to get it behind that.
I mean, I still have to edit like hundreds of videos, but once I reach that point, no more editing the
Just so you
backlog
guys know.
videos. So-
and yeah.
Meanwhile, if you do
And on top of multi-tier streaming today, I am also recording locally
when
because
mods work,
I'm
because
planning
that's
on
another really
making
important thing, is
YouTube
that,
videos out of
mods will
Satisfactory
break
content that are
once,
more edited.
once
So
1.0 comes out.
loudly.
Yep.
And there are some really talented people in the modding community. I don't like the word talent because it implies that like they were born to it.
We
They
also have
spent so much time getting into this
the
learn,
YouTube bot that I set up
how to
before
use
was
it and whatnot.
broken, so I had to get rid of that one.
They are
But I
dedicated
have a
to the
new
craft,
one.
and we really love the,
That one's up and running. It seems to be working.
So like,
like I wanted to. So if you want to be notified when I post a new video on YouTube, you can follow that channel on Discord.
And, give them our best until then.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with all that free time. That's a really good
I don't know,
point,
Sasha, are you
Pavo.
like hiding behind there, or if you are, yeah. You can,
I think
okay.
150 hours
I
is
wasn't
slow.
sure
I think if you're
here or not.
playing normally, it's
So
gonna
we're
take you
we're
way
gonna
longer than 150
immediately
hours to
throw
complete
in
this
our
game.
First guest.
Oh.
So you're gonna
How do we-
scoot in the mic, yeah.
Do we
just-
share a mic then?
Yeah, you share it.
okay,
Share the mic.
awesome.
And the thing
yeah.
is, like,
I'm so learned.
Yeah. So welcome, Sasha.
there's so much to do
How you doing?
to like keep playing for after the
All of them. is in
goals of the
yeah.
game. Like even though we don't specifically know the goals of the game, we
tell us who you
Who
are.
am I?
Yeah.
We know there's way
I'm
more you can do.
Sound designer here at Coffee Stain Studios.
beyond
Uh, the previous.
What
sound
will finish the
designers
game,
from whom I
technically.
bear all the heritage.
Yeah,
and
they
I
couldn't
guess-
take it.
No.
Yeah, it's like
They
that.
couldn't handle it.
It's all
So
like
working on breaking a new one.
yeah, though it's like a stream of consciousness. So I'm
Yeah,
like
hopefully I
three
get
people.
sleep,
No, but,
you
it
know,
was like,
yeah.
Emil was there before me, and then Joel started in the very beginning.
Honestly, though, I think the extra
so yeah,
time
so I'm
just
the
means that the stuff I do
So I
edit
do all the,
can be,
essentially I do all the
like,
sound design
better
and,
because I can put
music
more
things
time
that are
into
related in the
that
game,
stuff because I'm
but,
not worried about
yeah,
the backlog. But it's still
ranges
going to be a
from
long time
technical
before I catch up on the
implementation to,
backlog,
doing
so
actual assets, but we work also with Ghostwood Empire.
Yeah.
Which is
I'm doing my
and
best.
with Dennis and Ines. And
You know them because they made all the.
You know, the other thing is just this room.
It's
like-
really confusing. It was easier when we just had one camera.
I
You
got
know them from like
a
all the
long time
songs that we
ago,
put
like
on trailers and
the
stuff.
last
We
time I
shouted them
watched
out
a
many
release
times,
stream,
we made a
I
lot of
think it was
tracks for
probably
our trailers, and,
the
yeah,
first
we
one I
did
watched
that.
was probably
yeah.
update
And,
6 or
Dennis
something.
has been doing some work in game as well,
Yeah.
so it's like
But
there's been a lot. It's such a big
just looking
project
at their
as well, so
set
there's a lot of, like,
and
spin-offs,
all the
there's a
different
lot of
like
tasks,
merch you could buy and stuff,
yeah.
it's just like crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
And,
you
like-
actually do implementation as well.
I
of
just
sound engine,
remember
because
it's
that's
just
like, I
crazy.
think not super common at game studios. So usually it's like you have someone external, and then they do sound design and like music or whatever, and then just they give you a bunch of stuff, and then it's up to developers to sort of like figure out how to get it.
I'm
working
excited
together.
for
Yeah, it depends, I guess
music
it
we
depends
haven't
on the
heard in the
size of
game
the
as
team
well
and
because
how
there's supposed to be
important
because
it is
I
to
actually
people,
really like
'cause
Soundtrack
it's
Satisfactory.
you could do the same with
Um,
animation as well. You could,
A lot
like,
of
have
the
a separate
people that
company
play
does
thousands of
animation
hours or
and
whatever
do
have grown
animations.
tired
Sound
of
can-
the
there's
Satisfactory
some studios that
soundtrack,
do the
but
same with audio,
I'm definitely not there yet, and
of
we're
course,
supposed to get new
most
music
studios
for
studios
1.0s
that,
or like more
have good
music for
audio,
1.0.
Yeah.
In general, they have people that are, even if they're outsourced, they're pretty close to the devs. So like, if you're an outsourcer and you're completely removed from the devs, usually there's like some form of chasm. And
But
it's
also
not
just
cohesive
sound in general in
because,
this game
yeah,
is perfect.
outsourced
Like
doesn't mean
there's so many sound.
you're
Like I was
not
talking about this when I was
fully
playing
together,
Power
it
Wash
doesn't mean
because
that you're
Power Wash
not close
kind of
to
has
it.
that similar feeling where like they
so
make
yeah.
the sounds so
But yeah,
satisfying.
we do have
in
like
the
a
game.
middleware or like an audio engine called Wise. It's pretty standard. There's other ones like Fmod.
Like the sound of the machines or the sound
But,
of like your
yeah,
build
so
tool
basically
or
that tool
even when you
is, like,
swing
separate
like
from the engine
your
itself.
your
So we
I
can
forget
do
what
a
it's
lot
even
of
called.
stuff, to the devs.
Your
So, like,
zapper sword.
we can
like,
work, 'cause audio
um,
touches so many things. It's on VFX, it's in the levels, like it's in the animation sequences.
All the
and
sounds
stuff
are
like that.
amazing.
So we're pretty like tied to everything. So it's better if we have like a separate sort of sound engine that we can do experiment in, and then when we're ready to do the
Excuse me.
changes and it works.
I like
It sounds good,
inhaled
push it.
my food
Yeah.
so that I
It's
wouldn't
really
be
nice too, because
chewing
then
when we went
the,
live.
Like, weight of Epic is lifted, sort of, so they don't have to like keep updating the sound engine. It's like better when like a separate company that
Oh my gosh.
specializes on like sound engine stuff.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's pros and cons to all that stuff, of course. But like Epic, like there is.
I'm so glad that they do this too, because
But like Wise is so standard and like all the.
It's just good to
conferences,
see
all
them
the-
and
all
like
the
I know
videos and
there's
all the
it's
community
2.5
uses that
hours and
software
like
so much that is like so
I
much
doubt they're
easier
gonna
to
really
find
reveal
videos.
anything about 1.0 because that'd be sort of
If you're
silly.
looking for tips and stuff, and it like
But
Wise
just-
is the stuff that Satisfactory uses, but it's the stuff
Just
that,
for us to
like,
all kind of
God
be
of War
together
uses
and
as
like
well. So it's like
celebrate the
essentially everywhere
moment.
from Super Indie to AAA.
Yeah.
But there's also Fmod, which is quite popular, and there's a ton more of there's a ton of other ones, and maybe in the future there'll be another company that will take over and do a new one. Like,
So more concretely or more specifically, like what was your first month like here then? What did you do like in the actual game?
yeah. So I spent a lot
Lots
of
of
time,
questions in chat.
in Wise. So it's like so which is the. audio
I
engine,
did look
so
at getting one of
because
these fix
the
it
game,
bugs
like,
once.
Content Complete was pretty much like pretty
Ignore
much
that.
like yeah.
I mean, I would love
Content
all the
Complete was
Satisfactory merch to
pretty
be
much, like,
honest, but I have
about
none
to
of it.
happen, so this is a time where basically you don't put new stuff in.
Yeah.
Because so everything had already been done in terms of like the sound.
Oh my
design and
gosh.
The actual assets, and it was time to do a lot of like the optimization and the mixing. So like balancing everything that's new with everything that's old and stuff like this, or like remastering or revamping things for optimizing the game. And so all of that happens in Wise. So it was a lot of. Yeah, I'm not sure how technical I get. I can
pretty
get
sure
it.
you can go bananas because
Yeah,
go
yeah.
nerdy.
because if there's anyone who's interested, because I always want to champion sound design a little bit because I always feel like it's a bit sort of forgotten,
Yeah.
and I really feel that like sort of 80% of what
Yeah,
you
it's
see is
super
what you hear.
underappreciated.
So I always feel like sound design always gets sort of overshadowed by like everything else that's made in games.
And it has a
But, sound
magical
design is
effect
really,
on the
really
experience.
because otherwise that's like how everything comes to life. I feel like every single time we've made a trailer or a
Like,
video
imagine
of
if
any
Power
type,
Wash Sim had
and,
no
you know,
sound.
like, oh, it's gaming video.
It would
and then, like, we
be
get,
a
like, the
worse
sound design
game.
pass, and then suddenly it's just like, oh, now it's a trailer.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
it comes to life.
Yeah.
Um,
I think you told me like just.
They are
on the chat,
intermingled,
just try
yes.
watching,
So
like,
there is a
favorite
bot.
trailer, series,
If
trailer,
someone
game
comes
without
into
sound,
YouTube
and
chat and
so
says
much
something,
more, so
you
much
guys
more,
will
yeah.
know because a bot will come in and
Yeah.
and say their name and what they said. And
Agreed.
vice versa is also true. So all the chats are on both.
So that meant that, for example,
In fact, if I go
so let's say,
check
like, you have a constructor,
YouTube
for
right
example,
now,
and it has tons of different parts, right? That we
It should
randomize
be-
the variation of sound. So that
assuming
it
the-
doesn't get
the
too
bot isn't
repetitive and
broken,
it's
but-
just the same sound playing all
Yeah.
the time. Well, sometimes for optimization purposes, we need to reduce the
By-
number of sounds
okay,
we're
thank
playing
you,
at
thank you,
the
let me
same
check.
time on a specific like machine, for example.
Mhm.
But if you downsize too much, then you get like less. You get run into problems where the variation doesn't work as much. So it's always a balance between making tons of.
Let me check why it's not working.
granularity of like the sounds and like how optimized it is basically.
Yeah.
Because you want it to be not too granular because that's just a monster of a project.
Mm.
But you want it to be like just the right size so that you can optimize the part that you want.
Mhm.
And optimizing is like you can compress audio, of course, and stuff like that. But you can also like put it to stream, so like you can choose what you load on the
Test
RAM, on
this
the
real
memory,
quick.
or you can choose what you stream from the disk.
Okay, so
That's
that
a big part of it.
works.
Like, all of the music, for example, it's streamed because it's like a long stereo WAV file that just plays. If we put that
There
on
it
the RAM of
goes.
people, then it's
I guess I just
something
had to
that
wake it
for
up.
Nothing, like it doesn't need to be in sync or anything,
Yeah.
or like it's super strongly in sync. So
Yeah.
yeah, stuff like that.
Thank you for pointing that out,
Does it
Tabo. Yeah,
differ
that is
from,
how
like,
it's
what you've
supposed to
done in the
work.
past, just sound design optimization.
Where the bot
yeah,
will
so like what's
translate it over.
is like it's a game where you get users that generate their own.
So if I do
content.
that,
So
there
make,
is a
like,
there is a
there's
significant
a
delay though.
constructor,
There
has
it
what
goes.
Sounds
Yeah.
cool. Now someone has put like 50 of them on top of each other.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like fudge. So it's a lot about like trying to imagine and come up with all the scenarios.
So
and
that's what it
trying
looks
to
like.
make the mix and all the elements of everything
Yeah.
be balanced, no matter the save or the factory of people. 'Cause I don't know
Tavo,
what
as usual, saving the
I don't know what
stream.
computer, what headphones people are using. I don't know what their factory looks like.
Mm.
So I need to be able to account so that there's no problem, no matter which. If there's a scalability, like that's the main.
I'm also really excited to see
challenge with it.
Yeah.
Is the
what
scalability.
changes,
It needs
if
to
any,
sound
are
good. If
even
it's a
just
small
in like the
factory, it
first
needs to sound good. If it's a
5
huge
minutes
factory as
of the
well.
game.
And if you got all those sounds playing all
Like,
at once, all
is
those
the
sounds,
opening
it's
cinematic
and-
different now? Is
Yeah.
you know, we
The
already
CPU
know
really
Ada
works.
got a boot up.
Um,
Juan,
yeah, so
I
there's
got the
other games
times
like this that
wrong.
use it and they face sort of similar
Hello,
challenges, but
hello.
everybody solves it in different ways because every game is unique. And yeah, so I would say that's the biggest part of it. Is like users can.
I managed to get the times wrong twice.
I swear on the stream. Sorry.
I've already.
I think
I've
we
already
got one
ruined
already.
it.
All that matters is I didn't miss it. We're here, right?
Would you say it's the biggest
We're
challenge,
here.
the scalability?
We're here
Or
on
would you have,
time.
like, something that's just like the hardest thing.
Yeah,
to
no.
manage?
Sometimes you get stuck on things like. Sometimes like the
Yeah, the good
hardest
thing is I'm
sound
awake,
not the one you
exactly.
imagined. It's like you can get. Oh,
Oh, I
You
thought we
ju-
disabled the elevator.
Yeah.
I have been waiting for this moment for over 3 years.
Sometimes,
I
like,
would have
the hardest sound
literally
can be
just woken
something
up and
like-
cried.
like
So that is still
footsteps.
kind of what I
Or
did
like,
because the stream
oh,
made me
the
cry.
water
But
can be deeper now, so there's going to be like a deep water footstep, and then just like it might sound like
double
might sound like the
lurking.
same,
That's
but, like,
that's
it's
totally
really
fine,
important
Tao.
to
Yeah,
feel of how deep the
do what you
water
gotta
is,
do.
and you can get stuck on
If
that.
you have a better viewing experience over there, I mean, we can still see your chat messages. It will be delayed. but-
or something.
Yeah, do whatever
Whereas,
you
like,
gotta
the
do.
fun stuff,
In
like
fact,
the,
if you wanted to, if it's
the-
better for you, Tavo, you
the
could
big
pop
zappy
out
sounds, the big machines and
Twitch
stuff,
chat and then just watch
they
on
can
YouTube
be,
and type in
sort of
Twitch chat
not as
if that works
difficult,
better
but
for you.
sometimes they are. It's just you never know what's going to be a challenge. or not
Whatever
when you start. It
works.
has to be anything creative, right?
My friend.
Nice, yeah.
All right.
But also now,
You're on
I
the
mean,
dot.
it is
Nice,
way
nice, nice,
easier
nice,
to
nice,
watch stuff on
So,
YouTube
thanks, Sasha, for joining us.
than it is on
It's
Twitch,
great
like to
finally
rewatch
have
old
someone
streams.
talk
So
about
now
it.
that they're gonna be there,
what a firm handshake. That
If you miss something, it's going to be
my
way
goodness.
easier to go back
Censor
and
this.
and see what happened.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, and can't wait for to check out like all the sound that's in the game. I also want to mention real quickly one thing that you mentioned to me when I made the teaser video for the quantum tech stuff. I remember you asked me like, how did you design, like how did, because usually when I do these teasers, someone like puts audio like custom for it. But this time I just like recorded straight from the game, and you were like,
Aw.
oh, really?
It's like also it's a different camera perspective and everything. So it was kind of surprising that the MIDS works at a completely different camera perspective as well.
Because I did move the camera when I captured audio a little bit, but like it is pretty much like from the game, all of it. The only addition I did was conveyor belt sounds when I wanted it to be like more in focus. But other than that,
that's how good it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on the work of there's like 5 people
standing on the shoulder of giants.
Yeah, exactly. I do want to mention though that there's a lot of new stuff in 1.0. The MIDS has been like revamped. And some assets have been remastered and stuff. But there's also in the menus, you can actually every single slider that you see in the options menu work. So if your constructors are too loud in your specific factory, you can turn them down. But there's a mono mode as well.
Oh wow!
I also have to mention, real funny actually. So we have a button now in game that says like streamer safe mode or whatever. That button.
Oh,
does
that's a good
nothing.
point, Tavo. Yeah, don't have emotes there. I don't think I can have emotes there. I was trying to look into it. I don't think I can have my emotes there until I'm like a monetized channel.
Like make it clear that like, oh, there's an option for that. Maybe that should be on by default actually.
Yeah, so that people are not worried about it. Yeah, I guess it's more to trick people.
Yeah. but that's the main thing, right? We don't want people to mute the music in the game because you can totally play the music on stream and all that stuff. So like, don't worry about that stuff. So that's why we added that button.
Yeah, even the boombot stuff is fine.
Yeah.
My headset died. What did I miss? What did they say?
Yeah, cool beans.
All right, thanks for coming.
Hey, champ.
No worries.
I missed it.
Whoop, and then you make a swift exit. Yeah, classic.
That's
Count how many
Mike.
times that happens today.
Thank you, Tavo.
All right, and shame on you because you didn't sit where I told you to sit because you were off axis on the mic.
No way!
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Was it supposed to be like butt to butt?
Yeah. You're supposed to both sit in there because the mic is like right there. All
Well, I spoke towards it. Anyway. Okay.
No.
Today I learned.
Dude, it's super directional. So like.
Today I learned. Okay, cool.
I think the
But it's
YouTube
fine.
only
We don't
emotes
care. We
is
don't
members
care.
only stuff.
It's cool.
Oh, yeah, I
I'm glad
think so
that you guys
too.
are pointing it out though because otherwise we would.
Is that something very important, Shirley?
all
Oh
right.
no.
Linus, are you ready? It's your bit now. Oh shit. Yeah. So fun thing. I can take over. So
All right,
fun
Juan,
little
have a
thing
good day
that
at
we
work.
prepared, that we've set
Love
up, that we're
you.
gonna do on stream for years, I think. And a little bit of a shout out too to our Lego community. Okay, this is a bit surprising. It's not official Lego or anything like that. But a while ago, someone in our community made a I can't remember what the name of that site is, but there's like a site where you can upload like your own Lego builds and custom builds. And oh my goodness, we've gotten so far.
Look at this. Yeah.
This is so funny. We have to explain the whole thing here. So essentially, what we've done is, people can upload any Lego builds. Oh, we'll make it work. Miki will hold it.
Yeah. Somehow, somewhere.
So yeah, anyone can upload builds on for Lego, and then if they get like enough requests from community, like 10,000 requests, then Lego will consider making it into an actual Lego, and that's actually something that happened. That was uploaded by
Oh, wow.
a nerdy Legoist or something. Yeah,
I didn't know that was a
who
thing Lego
made
did.
the
That's really
original,
cool.
like, constructor, and
Titans,
then
welcome
that got
in.
10,000 votes, and Lego said no. Yeah, but screw Lego. We're doing it ourselves. We got our
Oh,
own
okay.
Lego pieces.
Don't screw Lego.
Yeah. Can't wait for the cease and desist. All right. Anyways, but the set is available for anyone. Oh, geez, there's so many things. I
Is it on
Can you sit
lizarddoggo.com?
it on the?
I can have it here on the couch.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'll hold it for you as well.
I need
It's
to
got it
put
on the serving tray over
so
here.
we can actually see what's going on. But I'm just gonna explain real quick what's going on. So yeah, we essentially we downloaded the entire set, and Linus is gonna, as far as we can get. We're not sure we can actually finish this today.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Like this is several
But,
hours.
and the thing is
This is
too,
good.
like it's not only Linus building right now. We're gonna do this in segmented. So like Linus will build, and then we also have a team of people building.
A team
the
of
set.
Lego builders in the background.
So it will
That's
be like
funny.
maybe
We'll see. But I'm gonna.
It's cocky.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
There are so many parts though. Like, are you gonna?
You gotta move the mic too.
Yeah.
Would you assemble all this? We have more pieces.
Look at all this shit.
Oh, there's so many parts.
Yeah.
I love the devs for this game so much.
So this is
They're so silly.
How long have you guys been building?
What page are we on? 48.
Four-
So we're on
48 out of several hundreds. Okay.
48. I'll just scroll down on the laptop.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm gonna be playing 1.0. It's finally happening.
There is no floor left, by the way, chat.
I can't believe it.
Let's see. Page.
This should be fine.
I'm so ready, you guys. I'm so ready.
Let's see. 48.
48 out of several hundreds, apparently. So,
48 out of.
Oh, they've got like a little
yeah. 53.
road barrier there too.
Yeah. How long was the stream?
We could probably extend. We can't extend it.
Just delay the release so they can build this Lego thing.
These messages. Oh no.
You build.
I build.
I have to work. We're gonna release
We're-
the game.
We're fucked. I won't even censor that.
Here.
Oh god.
Just scroll.
Just-
Psych.
We can do this.
Just scroll and build. How hard can it be?
How hard can
It's
it be?
just Lego, bro. I've owned Lego since I was like 3. I'm still 3, so you know. Wait, 4. There's supposed to be like.
Yeah, I wish I could show the instructions because it's really detailed.
Yeah. Do I? Is this?
So if anyone, if any of the moderators in chat are able to find the Reddit post that Nerd Legoist made, oh maybe we can do this.
Can we somehow angle it? There we go.
Show it to that camera.
That camera over there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how long this cord is either. The charger.
I mean, you could remove it, but yeah. So that's, it's essentially Lego instructions. Like, yeah.
Page by page.
Okay.
It's really cool.
We started on 48, so.
I've made like followed
So,
Lego
these
instructions
aren't
in a
ordered.
really
Now,
long
you
time.
have to order all the pieces yourself, which is a pain in the ass. And we also want to give a little bit of shout outs to the people. Well, Bill, damn it,
What?
focus. Shout outs to the people that have made. There's also a train set that's also up on. I wish I
Oh.
remember the name of the
When do
site.
you start with this even? Wait, what?
You follow instructions. How
Yeah,
hard
I'm
can it be?
trying.
So like those are the pieces you need, and then the next step
Are
is.
these supposed to be the right ones?
I mean, there are organized.
Yeah.
So
I think I got it.
so there are 2 more sets. There are.
I would be
currently up
really
for
stressed
voting,
if they
or
were just like,
whatever you
"Alright,
wanna call it. The,
go.
there's a train set.
Do this,
There's also
build
a
this.
fuel generator, I believe. That's up on Lego Ideas. Is the name of the website. Just remember. So check them out and give them a vote, and maybe Lego can shut us down once more. Because they're really detailed. Like there's, so, I don't know how many pieces did they say it was?
A number.
Yeah, too
Yeah.
many.
Okay, wait. So we have these flat ones, and
He hasn't put a
This is
single
Satisfactory,
Lego on the
Lego
board.
building.
Okay, here we go.
Who cares about Satisfactory? We're all about Legos now.
Ugh.
Look at that. Where did I pop the
Okay,
schedule?
wait.
Wait a minute.
No, I think they started me off on the wrong instruction page.
Oh really?
I was placing pieces down
Well,
that
go
were
back.
already there.
I
So
think you-
no, yeah, I did jump to the correct one now.
Yeah.
So we're good.
Yeah, Lena said he could finish this in 1 hour, but I don't know.
Okay then.
you gotta,
If you give me 10, then that's a maybe. Hang on. This goes here. Okay, so these are just mirrors of each other. Yeah, pretty easy.
you got this.
I built Lego with a friend like.
But today's gonna be a little bit crazy. This whole week's gonna be a bit crazy.
It's just very.
I
What's the word?
I suppose the plan now is
Yeah.
I'm gonna stream today,
Uh,
probably till I drop.
No, they are not attached to each other. Okay, so we do need
They're building a
12
Lego
blocks,
set right now.
which we have
They've got
precisely
Legos in all
0.
those bowls. And
And there's supposed to be
I'll
4.
be streaming Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as well.
All right.
Saturday
while
I
you do
won't
this,
stream.
we're gonna have
Then
more people
Sunday
on.
I will stream.
So if you keep
And
building, we can probably,
Starting Sunday I will be
keep the
on
show
the
going.
new
We might need to
schedule.
scoot over.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I need
And
to
I'll post
get the
I'll
hell out
post
of
this
here.
in Discord
We
as
can
well.
just
I was gonna
scoot
do
over
it this
so that we
morning,
can
but
fit in more
the
people.
whole timetable got shifted up.
I'll hop onto the
Um,
side over here.
Yeah.
But
Save that
The
to
new
me for later when
schedule
it's
starting Sunday will be that I will start stream at. Let me double check it before I get numbers wrong again, because you know I've been getting numbers wrong a
There's
lot.
like multiple people in this room that just look lost. Torsten, Anna,
I will start stream at 2
We didn't see
p.m.
anything. I wish we. This
Eastern
setup is so
time,
complicated. So like
starting
it's like
Tuesday,
3
or
different
sorry,
rooms for this.
starting Sunday. Sorry,
Yeah, go for
starting
it.
Sunday.
Yeah, please. Yeah, go.
And my normal my stream schedule starting Sunday will be Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then yeah, that'll be the schedule for a while. Assuming it doesn't like go horribly wrong or something, but that's the plan. 37 hours stream again. I don't know if I can make it 37 hours, but we'll see what happens.
You have to finish this before.
We'll see what happens.
You have 2:20 left to do it.
Cool.
2 hours and 20 minutes until final countdown.
And we are in for the long haul on this game.
Don't
because I have over 500 hours in this game in early access, and let me tell you, I have not even come close to playing through all of what was in early access because I very specifically didn't want to get further in the game because I was saving that for 1.0. And most of my time playing the game in early access was me planning for this moment. So I'm really, really excited.
Exactly.
Honestly, I stayed planning for this moment, but a lot of it was just like I wanted to play, and so I just kind of was like messing around and planning. Planning for this was my way of just like giving myself an excuse to play the game.
Who's gonna start from scratch once one update?
I was dying for the game to be out.
So if you're gonna start with a new save, and type.
I don't even know how many different saves I've had at this point.
And type 3 if you just
in Satisfactory, like it's a lot.
There's a lot of ones. I wish that was me, man. That's a lot of ones.
And I've also very specifically, I have not explored very much of the map. I have had a save that started at each of the 4 starting zones in the game, but I very specifically have not done that much exploring in the game. So a lot of the game will be super new to me, even though I have 500 hours in it.
But all the every single dialogue, I think I said it in the narrative video, but every single dialogue in the game has been completely rewritten. So even if you're starting with like the tutorial and all this stuff, you'll still get like new dialogue, even if.
Okay, yeah, I thought they said that previously, so I'm excited for that.
Like the tutorial is still, the onboarding process is still the same. But
the other thing is, I'm gonna be playing probably pretty slow, cause like I want to hear all the dialogue, I want to get all the story.
Who knows? We can just,
we're not gonna be, rushing through the game.
It's been way too.
The welcome section, when someone joins the Discord, instead of it being in the general chat, it's gonna the messages are gonna be in there, and that's where like you can welcome new people to the Discord and stuff, and where people can say hello and all that sort of thing. I actually am a dummy, and I realized that this whole time my Discord was not actually like a community Discord, which is a different like designation for Discord, and so I did that over the weekend. So you might notice some changes to like how the server looks, and those changes have happened. So.
Can they see me? No, thank God.
No. You're slightly off camera.
I mean, I know you're kind of new to Discord, Tavo, but yeah, that's what the changes are there.
For our guests to show up.
Honestly, I am not very proficient in Discord. I'm trying to get better since obviously I run a Discord.
Very exciting.
But yeah.
2 hours and 17 minutes.
I have been all over the place this weekend, just trying to get little bits and bobs done.
No patch notes video.
I just want to make progress. I still don't have end screens for YouTube or things like that. I haven't figured out like title cards, but yeah. Still figuring out Discord. Yeah, same.
And I am no longer alone. I have guests. Welcome to the set, Anna and Torsten.
Hello.
Hello. Who are you and what do you do?
After you.
Yeah.
I'm lead 3D artist.
And I'm art director for Satisfactory.
Good time. So you do like
art stuff.
Art stuff.
Yes.
We draw all day.
Yeah.
We
we
just
doodle.
we doodle all day.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's me or their
Yeah.
stream,
I mean,
but
it's kind of
Happens-
true.
happens in
It's
the
true
meeting.
though, because like
Having
when
a
you-
couple
when
issues
meetings,
here.
You guys will sit like just with post-it notes and you're like,
That is true. That is true. We doodle a lot. I mean, all through meetings. Yes.
Yeah.
Guilty.
But it's good. You need to like use your both brains, or whatever.
Christopher
to-
Waltz.
Both sides of the brain to be able.
Oh,
to
some
focus on
people are saying F, so I think it is
It's
actually
both
the
big
stream.
and technical
Yeah.
in a way.
So welcome. We're gonna talk art today. We're gonna talk about. I guess you guys have prepared a couple of slides that we're gonna check out.
Yes.
If they want to work. Hello?
Art.
It's the stuff that we drew on post-its.
Yeah,
There are post-its
partially.
actually in the slides,
Yeah.
so it's kind of true. So before we get into that, just real quick, like, can you just describe sort of your roles, like what it entails? Is it just like, do you actually model stuff, or like, how does it work?
You start.
Okay. Okay. Now I start.
Lots of Fs here.
I do partially. I'm responsible for art direction, which means for quality, for visual coherence, meaning whatever we create for the game needs to visually fit the game. So any additions that we have, they need to look good, and they need to look like they fit into the world of Satisfactory. Apart from that, I'm also happy to be able to work hands-on, and meaning design, doing concept art and doing like overpaints of stuff along the way. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My role is very representative. I represent all the 3D artists and also animation and VFX. And I basically sit for them in the meetings so they don't have to. But I also do some art.
I have
planning
done that role at a
I'm
company before.
going to be doing art myself as well. I think that's really important because you stay in touch with the tech and with the creative part of it, and I think it's important for leads to continue doing like actual hands-on work as well.
I agree with that
So
too.
what is the pipeline when it comes to?
I did the
like-
same thing when I was a project
how
lead.
does like something become like from nothing come into the game? Like, what is the steps that needs to happen, sort of?
It starts with an idea.
Oh.
It starts with the question.
Oh, they're having some issues, I think.
Yeah, it starts with an idea. Between the departments, there's a lot of back and forth into what should it be. Do? What does it make? What does it
This is also a countdown to when I need to feed my dog. What?
about? How do you build this building? What does it make? And how big is it? What shape or form will it have? How can we make it work? And how can we make it in time and with the resources that we have? with
Oh,
the
some
team?
people didn't even know Satisfactory was getting its official
Many
release.
people are involved in the.
Yeah.
Many meetings
Yeah.
and many people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and once the idea is conceived, and maybe there are also some hopefully concepts or sketches, we take it with 3D team and we visualize it in 3D space, whatever that means. It's a lot of different steps that I'm not going to go into, and depending on what are we making, if it's something either alive or maybe it's a new building, then also animation comes in play and makes sure that all of these static
Be
models
popping in and
are
out during
animated.
your self-destructive journey, but I'll be here.
and-
Aw, thanks for being here, Tavo.
So quite often VFX, that's usually at like pretty much the end of it, or alongside animation. And of course, there's always sound that needs to come and play. And it sounds like step by step, but we actually also talk a lot while developing something, because whatever is happening, other departments need to stay aware of what's going on,
Yeah.
so they can also chip in with their knowledge.
Cool.
Yeah, and I feel like this
So, we're
game
gonna check out some,
has a lot of,
like designs that like I guess process.
a lot, like part of the reason it's so good is
Yeah,
the attention to
there's-
detail.
we can have a little glimpse into the process for the
Thanks,
ambient power
Davo.
augmented,
Double
which
lurking.
one of the latest additions for 1.0 for players.
Like all the little animations and
Yeah,
big
it was
animations of the
fun,
different
a lot of work,
machines
a
and
lot of
stuff.
back and
Like I think it adds so much, like all the
forth thing.
sounds and.
But yeah, we can show just a little bit of the process of how the sausage is made. So yeah,
here it is, the big laser machine, the big loud laser machine that's been.
yeah, the big laser.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add on this, or just do we just?
No, we can continue. So I mean, people have seen it.
I'm on the wrong computer. Wait, what is it? It's so confusing.
What you see here, for example, in the
Oh
the
wow,
3D
that's cool to
space,
see.
and that's essentially what it might be, because this
It might be me. I don't know why this is happening. Hold on.
that we know, like the constructor, but this one is a bit more out there. So we had a little bit more fun and challenge to make it whatever. So we went on through idea sketches. These were done by Sophie, our concept artist, just to find like a basic approach. What could it even be? What is the basic shape? Looking into what shapes do we already have, and what shapes are we still missing, and what could we
Let's
go
see.
for? And then usually
I don't
when
know.
we find something interesting, we go for we go iterate on that idea sketch.
Oh, look
and
at the
have a bigger
little, look at
sketch,
the
a
little
little bit more detail, and then figure out, like,
Betty right there.
do we want this? Do
Little
we
player
not
character.
want this? And then we discuss it a little bit. And then the next step, we found another one that we kind of liked more, and we iterated on that. So we had, at that point, it was called Alien Power Generator, which was a working title. And yeah, we got this thing going on. And we kind of like the oval shape, the levitation kind of thing. So yeah, and yeah, we iterated on that. So
I do also want to add that at that point we were going into alien technology, which meant very experimental, very put together out of different parts, but kind of more unstable than other buildings. So that was something that also influenced the concept.
Gotcha.
That's cool.
Move over here.
And then the next step from the basic shape was we still had the levitation parts and the arms and the base foundation thing of the building. And then we looked a little bit into what could it do? Is it just a static building, or does it do stuff?
The levitating part's really cool.
Kind of spoil it here in the slides.
A little bit. Well, you saw in the teaser video. You saw already. It is.
You got
doing
to speculate
things.
a little bit.
Yeah,
But,
it does things.
Yeah.
We're
It
not
does
going into that.
things.
Next slide. Oh shit! Here's the block out for it.
Yeah, and then usually when we think, oh yeah, that might be cool. Then what I did here is go into like an in-engine blockout, which means in the game engine we put together like the rough shape of that building, just to get an idea of how big is it, how does it look from first-person perspective, how big should it be, because of course we need it to be connectable. How many walls is it high, and how many foundations does it cover? And so it's
Okay.
so figuring that out, how does it feel, and where should the inputs and outputs be potentially, if they have any, etc.
Also, sense of scale, which always
Yeah.
throws me off in this game, especially when I'm making cinematics, because everything looks smaller in cinematics than it is in game.
Oh yeah.
It's not until you're like, even in first person, sometimes I feel like you're running around, you still don't really get a sense of scale, because like it feels like, oh, it's just, you just jump up on this thing, it's nothing. But then you have the Pioneer standing there, like down there, it's just like, whoa. This is like-
Yeah.
Everything is crazy big
Yeah.
comparing to Pioneer. It goes for Factory, but it's also all the world things are just incredibly big.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, let's see what we got next.
And then usually after the blockout, when we feel like, okay, that
Oh,
could be a
interesting.
thing, we try out some concepts that add in a little bit more detail. This has been a concept that
They actually
has
think
not
about what
been
it's
used
made of.
in
I
this
mean, that
game.
makes sense.
That's also a thing. Concept art gets thrown away all the time. So don't get attached to a concepts. They might just be thrown in the trash because we want to revisit another idea. So that's the sad reality. So you iterate and iterate. So we had this first concept, and then it got changed because of the basis was round. But then again, when we did a new block out with the round foundation, it didn't look as nice. And then, the next step was essentially going into a little bit more detail and have the production ready concept.
Is that the next slide here?
Yes, and that will be the next one. And by production concept, still, it is compared to other production concepts you would send out to outsourcers or how other studios generally.
It's a really cool building.
Our concepts are relatively rough. We deliberately leave in a lot of things to figure out for 3D artists, because they're not work machines, they're not robots, they're artists. So you give them the concept and they fill in a lot of the creative gaps that are still there. So we have this is a really good plan, but we'll see how the plan goes in reality. And what usually happens is the end we go back and we do overpaints and we check out what works and what doesn't work. So there's a bigger back and forth until we have the final asset.
Cooling elements is what the top part's supposed to be.
Thing, but it was not.
Right. No, but you will see the final the thing
in game.
In game.
Yeah. Exciting. All right, what's this next slide about? The tree.
So this is a tree. Obviously.
Something you guys won't know much about when the game comes out, because you're not going to be outside for much, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Forget about what these look like.
So here we wanted to also talk a little bit about the environment art or the world of Satisfactory, and all sorts of changes that happened there while we were on our road to 1.0. So in this case, it's just a fun comparison of how far did Titan tree go from a very sad stump with a few thin branches to a very impressive tree, might I say. It's a lot of those things that kind of shaped the landscape and the environment and gave it a bit more character, gave it a bit more believability, and hopefully made it compelling to explore.
Also,
Absolutely.
It's probably fair to add that like some of the reworks are not only done for like coherency and like polishing up and upping the quality, but also for optimization reasons. Sometimes the meshes need for performance reasons, some of the meshes, some of the game assets need to be reworked for players to have a smoother experience.
Yeah, exactly. And since these are very decorative, you kind of want more of that performance going into factory and machines. And this tree was a mess. It was a mess.
I kind of understand like the original intent behind it, where like it's funny that it's like a big thick trunk and then it's like tiny big trenches, but I really prefer the second one. Like
very Lovecraftian.
Yeah.
I do think the first one was probably meant to make it look more like alien and weird.
She said that this tree was attempted to be reworked like 3 or 4 times.
Right.
It has a
But the newer one looks better. Sure.
But we're happy. We're really happy with the result, and it also creates hopefully a more predictable collision that you can actually maybe build some tree huts. I don't know. Could be fun.
What are you doing? Don't kiss it. Sorry. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Next. Spycoast.
This place got to glow up.
Yeah, that place was
Wow.
barren, and again, we put a lot of effort into dressing it up and making it more final, and just in general giving it some character, some recognizability. We did a lot with just reworking the trees and the flora of that area, but also the water was quite a big focus.
I'm excited for the water changes that we've seen little bits of too.
So we also added some stuff in the water, which we didn't do that much, sadly, in the game, but as I would like. But it just became more like tropical, more colorful and rich. And
Yeah, I really like that.
Again, like the trees also inspire a lot of platforming. So it's just way more fun and vibrant.
It feels like done. Like it feels like it's finally a proper like place to go, you know? Like there's so many things to see, and
It was one of the places that was like clearly unfinished for a really long time.
Spruced up even more.
We
since
did.
1.0.
We this is just screenshots from the game.
Yeah.
So we did not. We did. There's no trickery involved.
Because like I don't remember the water having what's it called, the algae or with
the corals.
the corals having that much detail.
Yeah, they. I mean, the old version was an empty canvas.
Yeah.
Essentially for the factory building. Now you can build a factory there, but you also will have to remove the gorgeous, beautiful nature. Which is a little bit of the satirical vibe, and because, well, obviously nature is nice, but grown factories, of course, as we all know, way nicer.
Yeah,
Factory
feels
must
very
grow.
alien too. It's like
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And it's always kind of a challenge we had with keeping some of the trees recognizable, so they still associate with environment or forest or jungle.
I really like that part of the game, by the way. It's like super intentional that like they made this planet real pretty and there be all this nature and it's in your way, and this like
a lot of components, not just
conflict between you and your factory and nature. And some players have like play into it and they work around the nature, but
it's just a beautiful image.
yeah, it's really cool.
That you want to go in and explore.
The water I'm very excited about.
Yes.
In 1.0.
I think I'm gonna try to do a mix.
Yeah, I don't feel like I highlighted that
with
enough
1.0,
in the videos
like,
that I made, because like
not
almost
remove
all the water
every
aspects,
tree, but you know,
All of
maybe
it.
remove a couple.
Ocean, waterfalls.
Yeah.
Yeah. pretty much
Seams have been
everything.
fixed up. Used to be like where
I've played many
like
times
oceans and
where I
rivers
sort of
meet,
like set
would
the
be, like,
boundary for
hard
myself where
seam,
I
and
wasn't
now
gonna
has, like,
remove
proper,
any
effects on it, so you don't see
any
as
of the
much.
trees or anything like I was
So-
never gonna use the chainsaw, but
And I also want to clarify something real
I
quick.
think
we talked about
I'm gonna use the
a long
chainsaw this time.
ago. We used to have the intention to have like the rivers would have like physics with them, and we're not doing that for 1.0. We decided to not do it. But the waters, all the rivers and everything have been replaced. So like visually, everything looks the way that we intended it for. And same thing with all the waterfalls and whatnot.
I'm so excited for
All
that.
right, let's see what's next. Ooh, grass fields.
Yeah. Something very recognizable because that's, I mean, one of the basic starting areas. Again, just as an example of how far we went, and this is not even the oldest image on the left. Couldn't really. It was. We just didn't have time, I guess, to find an older one, but still gives a pretty good idea of just how much more believable the grass became, and the trees, and we worked a lot on the sky as well, and introduced some volumetric clouds, so they actually behave similarly to clouds, and of course,
Yeah. Wow.
the sky bodies, like the planets, and more stuff in the sky to see.
Yeah,
that
the
kind of again reminds
like
you that you're on an
backdrops, I don't know,
alien
skyboxes that they
planet.
added pretty recently they add so much.
The Earth is
I
nowhere
wouldn't have thought
nearby.
they would add as much as they do.
If you haven't played this game for a few years, you're in for a treat in the sky. Like the clouds, the lighting,
Just
the
like
whole mood at
looking past
sunset
where
and
you can
dawn.
go and seeing like,
Stellar
you know,
planets even in the sky. I don't think they're
Yeah, you have, like, a
mountains
nebula
and stuff like the canyons and
planets
stuff in
between
the
the
distance. It
rewards,
looks so good now.
Yeah, it's a fun space experience.
Oh,
we got the
yeah.
Pioneer.
nice.
The new model and the old model.
Pioneer, what happened there?
A lot happened actually. So it all actually began with us wanting to introduce some customization and make it so that it's possible to change colors. And then we realized that, well, it's not really possible with how the model is set up, and we don't have the means to fix it. It's actually just easier to completely redo it. And we wanted to keep.
And
we wanted
is
to
there
stay true
customization
to
for the
original
player?
Design, as much as we could. So it was mostly about making sense with what's already there. So just improving the harness and the belt and making it more functional looking, making it look like it has a bit more thickness and weight. Removing all the weird details that didn't make sense and just created more noise that we just had to constantly like make look like it's not really there on the promotional shots. So there was a lot of trickery, but this is just a cleaner, nicer model with better textures and better materials.
Yeah.
And it is fully set up for customization, so you can change the colors.
Oh.
You can change the orange and the blue, but we also can change the overalls colors,
Oh my
which
goodness.
is so exciting
A lot of customization.
because it's the main, it's the biggest part
I d-
of the body.
I don't know if that
so
was
it
already a
felt like
thing in the early
it
access
had
and
to
I just
be
didn't know, or what?
customizable as well.
And what I really wanted more of is like the functionality, the believability. That it was already a very iconic character for the game, but I still felt like once we had to rework it, we might as well redesign a few elements that made it a lot more believable, more grounded in our reality, in our world. So like the closing, like the belts, how they are connected, how they're closed off. You can relate to that because these things exist. Might also make it a bit easier for cosplayers. Because these are definitely things that exist in the real world. And I think we wanted to go a little bit more for this believability.
The model is so much cleaner. Also, we finally fixed the. This is something that me and Max have been struggling with. Is the suspenders would clip into the model when you're like over and over again. That was always a hassle when we made trailers. It's like, all right, we want to do this thing. We want her to turn. It's like, can't do that because the harness ruins it. So like, all right, we need to like fix the shot so she turns just so it doesn't clip.
Yeah,
then we
and
got
of
some
course
gloves.
the hands.
Wow.
The hands is something you see on screen pretty much all the time. And honestly, from artist perspective, they were anatomically not very accurate. They were very like thin, long fingers.
Yeah, right. Like I've always thought about that when I was animating it because it feels like the fingers are too long.
They were a bit spidery.
Yeah, right.
They still look too long.
So we intended to fix that, and with that came realization that maybe we need to make a bit more sense of the glove as well, and make it a bit more functional, like something that you would actually want to wear when you're exploring or building or crafting something. So this design came to be, and we removed the weird display. I don't know what it was intended to be.
Oh, the display on like the.
Now it's both long and thick
There were
hot dog
there were
fingers.
a lot of details that made it sci-fi looking, but again, it felt
Yeah, I
very
don't hate the
cybernetic
old
out of
design.
it, and I think the vibe we needed more of was the worker.
Yeah.
You were worker. You do work stuff. You work at a factory. And at the same time, it's worth mentioning that we were really wary of changing the hands because the hands, they're such an integral part of your screen the whole time. So we were extra careful and iterated on it so that it's gonna still fit and look good. And again, you might notice also the factory color in here. And you can now see customization also in first person. So it's not just a multiplayer fun thing.
Not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever.
No,
seen
you're fine, Graham. The old one is the
old model.
Yeah, it
the
wasn't
top
really
one, and the
visible
new
from
one
first
is the
person.
bottom.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, the last slide didn't update. Bummer.
Oh.
Like
that's
I've
okay.
never even seen that top one because it's before I played, I think.
I think I just need to refresh the page. A little magic behind the scenes. No? Wait. I don't have permission to edit this.
I sent it to.
The left torso was the
Oh, is it
old
a new
one,
one?
and the right one was the new one.
Yeah,
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
then it might be voice.
Oh well.
Well, imagine the fire, everyone. It was cool.
It was the best slide in the history of slides,
Yeah.
but
Now
well,
it's lost forever. No one will
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it.
yeah.
well, that's how it sometimes is.
But cool. That's yeah. I mean, I feel like in general the game has gotten a visual facelift, even for things that like I think a lot of stuff will seem very familiar, but like it just look a little bit different. And I think a lot of stuff looks in general much better in the game. Even like the general lighting and all that stuff looks so much better in 1.0.
Yeah, everything everything's polished up.
Oh,
everything is a
that's
bit
another
more
thing I haven't
coherent.
really decided.
Of
I
course,
don't
there's
think I'm gonna
also
play with
ton
Lumen
of
on just to
content,
so
for
that the
you to
stream
play
runs
around
good,
with,
but I
which
might
is really good. But yeah,
for YouTube stuff. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of
excited.
different saves
I'm
throughout the
super
playthrough, so that
with how it
I
turns
have
out,
the ability, if I
how it turned
want
out.
to, for
And
YouTube
it's
edits,
gonna be good.
to load up an
Be
old
available to you all
save to
in
get different shots and stuff like that.
Can't wait.
So I might turn Lumen
Yeah.
on
Big round of applause.
for YouTube, but not for the actual
Thanks so much
stream because
for-
it
for-
might
for
just be
coming
too
on.
much for
And,
my computer
we're gonna
to,
do a
to
quick
do that
check-in
while
with
streaming.
Mikael and see how the build is going.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
We'll have to see. I mean, they did say there's been a lot of optimizations from update 8 to 1.0. So we'll have to see, but they've never
So
said that
professional.
Lumen is officially supported. It's just it is an option we have. So
I promise I'm not making.
Is-
I'm not making.
I
This
don't
up.
think the game's
promise.
ever
Listen,
going to be
listen.
optimized for Lumen, or at least it hasn't been for
In all
1.0.
those minutes, I've
Wow,
advanced one page.
so much progress!
manual.
Wow.
We'll get it.
Because we're missing pieces. I am 100% certain we're missing a piece.
I think you just bet.
No. Listen.
I agree with
listen,
Snut.
Nerd. I want you to sit here and find me one of these like
Oh shit.
one of these what do you call it? What's long in English? Please help
Like
me.
elongated.
Yeah, elongated. Yeah. Black rods with 6 notches. Not 5, not 8, not 4, 6. We have 0 of them, precisely 0 of them in these balls.
If I had a penny for every time someone's asked me to find an elongated Lego piece, I'd got a little bit of money. All right. Well, we're gonna switch places now.
We are.
Because we've got a couple more people on gonna join us on the couch. So for anyone who's just, you can probably just scooch in and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So come on in, sit down. For everyone who's just joining us, welcome to the 1.0 release stream. Where we're
Sorry if
counting
you
down
heard
for
some
1.0
noises. I had to
coming
mute
out
my mic because I
in
sneezed.
1 hour and 50 minutes. Really juicy. Oh, I gotta hit the mic. That's a.
Oh no! Oh no!
Whoa! What the? Shit?
Hello, sir.
Where'd you
Who
come
we
from?
got on the couch now? Who are these people?
And, now we're gonna.
I can't tell.
do
They're
another
too
segment.
tiny.
Oh, yeah.
You guys take care.
Bye.
Let's see how this goes. Yeah.
Love you.
Oh.
Oh, you didn't say it back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Reject.
Anna and I don't know the other woman.
Yeah. You should both try to be.
Yes.
prepared
Snut
of it
butt.
Like I wasn't in the beginning, so no one can hear me.
Maybe you can scooch a
Awesome.
little bit so we're like, is this fine? I mean,
Yeah.
we're
Do we sound fine, chat? All 3 of us. If you just talk, say something funny now, please, right now.
Something funny.
Excellent. See, thank you. Excellent. Yeah, good shit. Yeah. This is fun. Before you ask,
Do you want to set up
I don't want you to do anything.
Oh, jeez. I need one of these screens desperately for my stream. With the elevator music and all. Someone just put the camera with their ass. Yeah. Oh, my mic's freaking out. I have. My mic is freaking out. I'm so sorry if you're hearing a noise. I have my new mic, by the way, but I was too scared to try to get that set up, like, because I got it yesterday. I was too scared to try to get that set up
Yeah, if you can do that,
just
please,
before
absolutely. That'd be
this stream.
Wait,
Yeah,
can
it was
you
definitely.
actually-
I'm sorry. Was
No.
that hard on y'all ears? I'm so sorry.
How are we feeling? It's a big day.
It's kind of surreal
Mm-hmm.
because I've been here since 2016, and it's you've been here since 2017, and we both started as interns.
Yeah.
And
It was fine.
oh,
Okay, cool.
That's a cool game. Sure, let's work on that. And now it's like
For 8 years.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know, seemed kind of boring to me, but I guess people like it, so
Yeah.
sure, here we are.
Like complete honesty, you may.
So
be honest with
Hannah,
us.
I don't know about this other woman. Hannah does the world design.
In the weekend. Do you look forward to going home and playing Satisfactory?
No.
No.
play
No way. No way. I'm playing Age of Mythology all weekend. Mm-mm.
I'm not sure what's happening to me because, chat, most of you know like what I'm addicted to, but like my urges, my cravings, they are going like slowly towards Satisfactory for some reason. I have no idea why,
Yeah.
but I'm just feeling the itch to actually finally learn to optimize and play.
Mhm.
Maybe actually get past oil without cheating
Yeah,
for once in my life.
I've only gotten to oil without cheats. Like I've never been able to go past oil in the 8 years that I've worked here. It's
Okay.
kinda-
Yeah.
So my record is coal.
Oh wow. Oh baby.
Do you even work here?
Unfortunately, yes. That's why I've never gone past that goddamn point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's steer over to the funniest lines
You
we
know,
have. and,
people
we'll
have a
one
lot of
little-
really strong opinions about devs that like
The guests? Oh right.
Oh,
shit,
yeah,
we
we
haven't
don't
even done
fully
that.
play their game, and I get it.
Who are you people?
I do think
Speaking of
like
anything,
PoE, for
I'm
example,
sorry, guys, by the way, I've done this before, I
really
promise.
benefits from the fact
me
that
and
like the
Hannah.
devs not only play the game, but like
What do
they
you do
are
here?
they are
I've made
among
eye
the
contact
best
with everyone.
players of their game.
I
You know?
do world design and writing.
And I'm sure-
so, yeah,
I'm
we
sure
can do that for
Satisfactory would also
everyone else.
benefit from that,
Everyone
but
does, and that's
the fact of the matter is the game is great.
Floating rocks.
We
Hey,
are-
welcome in.
I'm Natalie. I do UI. Where do I look? Everywhere.
Everywhere.
I do UI, UX.
Oh,
everything
UI,
you
UX.
interact with on screen that is a menu or a HUD or anything of that kind. You can blame me for. You're welcome.
No proud moments in the UI.
I mean, yeah, of course.
So we asked them to
A
please look at
bunch.
this, yeah, and only this.
This game is fucking hard to
the-
translate. Oh yeah, that one, yes.
Alright.
I'm one of them, but that depends on the department.
Wait, really?
Like, if it's the music department
thought
or
we told
arts, I
them
don't see
everything
why
on
being an
YouTube,
avid
didn't
player
we?
is necessary.
Did we leave stuff
Absolutely,
out?
yeah.
No.
And like,
Oh, there's no
to
way.
both of these women's defense, right? They are in
I
the
guess
art
speaking of,
department,
let's have
right?
a quick gander
Um,
at some final shots at the up and coming.
so I think
Amazing
that part
1.0.
it doesn't matter as much, but yeah, if you're
No, no,
involved
no.
in like the core systems, I would think it's pretty
Oh, look
much
at this,
necessary
a
for you
beautiful
to
game.
play the game
Fully
and
1.0 ready. What's
be
happening
good at the
here?
game.
Hang on. Does it play? Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's so beautiful.
But I mean,
21 hours and change.
I can't argue with the results with Satisfactory. Like,
Wait, there's no
the game is amazing, so I don't doubt that the people that need to know how the game works know how the game works. You know what I mean? Yeah, but like that whole controversy with Diablo and like the devs not playing the game, I think it was a totally different scenario because those people were like high up on the chain, right? They were the people in charge of major design decisions for the game, and they weren't serious players of their own game. Like that's why I feel like that has way more like,
suddenly
you
it's
know,
playable.
there's a lot of validity to that, right?
Oh,
At
my
this
God.
time, it was also called base defense.
Oh yeah, so I've heard.
Because we didn't figure out the name Satisfactory until 20.
But yeah, I personally think one of the reasons PoE is what PoE is, why it's so good
Yes.
And that made it
on
go
just
like-
like
I was in the-
an
I was in the
insane level
theater
of
team.
detail. It's such a good game
And we
is
have
because the
since
devs
seen the error of our
are
ways.
completely obsessed with their own game. And
What were
I do
your
think that
other
is
suggestions if you had
necessary.
any?
Oh, I don't think there were any good options.
people
It
in
was
charge
just
of the
that one
systems.
was the most divisive one. So
One of
obviously,
them was factory game.
yeah,
which
just
is
factory
like,
game, and
yeah.
it's still called factory game in a lot of the files.
Yeah.
Which is like,
And
yeah,
we know from
it
past
says
dev
what it
streams,
is,
like
but
Hannah, for example, she's been on a lot of past dev streams. She is
If we
obsessive
ever
about the
made-
map.
not saying
She
it's happening,
knows
not saying it's happening, but if we
a
ever
crazy
made Satisfactory
amount of
2,
things about the
would you
map
call it
that no
Satisfac-
one else knows. You know, like
Two?
that's her baby, so that's what she knows, right?
No.
I,
Absolutely
I'm
not.
gonna quit. I'm gonna quit before you get fired. No.
But I've already been fired like 5 times.
Yeah,
since coming here.
I quit like already way back because I knew this was gonna happen.
Why not Satisfactory 2?
We have to make it so.
TOO?
Why Satisfactory too?
Oh.
Just why? I don't want it.
Hey, Linus, please.
Hello. I think I'm on page 49 and I think a piece is missing, so good luck. I did not drop anything. I did not drop anything, I promise.
He tried his best.
Everything
okay?
was here,
Yeah.
I think.
So, do you have any? I want to hear about if you have any like especially not traumatic memories, but like
Update 3.
yeah, like yeah,
Yeah.
something that sticks out.
I wonder
as,
if the
this was challenging and I just never.
the
wanted to do
cart
it again.
in the background is
Obviously,
like a
wow.
prop
For
they
me,
made, or
that
that's
was-
actually
that
on
was
the
the
Lizard Doggo store? Because that thing is hilarious.
And generally, the way we dealt with World was that kind of we worked on our own separate branch, and if we managed to finish something in time, we would add it to an update or not. This one, I had to finish it for the update. And this was the first time I had like fully inherited the world and had to figure it out by myself.
What a sentence. I
with,
fully
like,
inherited the
no
world.
outside help, essentially.
Right.
So like just trying to do everything from scratch was very, very difficult, and doing that under pressure also was very, very difficult.
I'm sorry to disagree.
The sounds, I think.
No. I just wanted the camera.
That's yeah. Update 3 for a lot of people is like this is the point where like it was awful.
It was
and,
intense.
But
yeah.
for UI, Update 3 was actually quite chill because that was when we introduced pipes and like figuring out the UI for that. Like it was tricky, but it was actually a lot of fun. Like like doing the fluids in the UI and like figuring out like, okay, we're gonna have different size fluid buffers. How do we want to show those? Do we want to? Like,
I'm actually really excited about some of the UI changes that we've seen little hints of in the teasers leading to 1.0 as well. I think all the changes look really good that we've seen so far.
Do whatever you want to.
Some Italian blood somewhere.
What your heart desires.
Yeah.
Completely fine. Be yourself.
I mean, that's the thing too. I think the Spire Coasts, doing that one for me was also super fun because that was the first time I truly had, I think, like a blank slate to work with.
Yeah.
And we could go from scratch, and we had kind of figured out like, you know, I was under a lot less stress at that time, and I'd had more experience under my belt, so it was just generally just fun. To figure
Hey
out, like,
Joe,
what can I do
welcome
now?
in.
Can we make this
How you
very
doing?
Interesting again. So yeah, that was a lot of fun to work on.
Okay.
I think the most exciting thing for me was when we showed the early access trailer for the first time in 2019. And it was
I'm doing great. It's 1.0 day.
Bags and crisps and like having a beer.
I don't even feel like I got 3 hours of sleep, but that is what happened. Maybe it'll hit me later. I do have tea that I could make if I need it.
That I've been working on this game, please, like, do people like it? Like,
The torture of being a game dev. But then I also remember when we were on E3.
Yeah.
Like our announcement, and like the first time we opened up our Discord to the audience, and just seeing like this list of names just scroll past for the first time, and just seeing like, oh wait, people want this game, people like this game, like we're not insane for like making this. That was a big one too.
I did a little mental exercise the other day because, like you said just now, that we have around 30,000 people watching the stream today, and I love going to like concerts and festivals, and I just imagined. Like,
So they probably mean combined because like Twitch has this much. I think they, you know, they're on YouTube.
Move your hands.
I am tempted to switch over to YouTube because it might be a little bit less choppy.
That day is actually a good talking point today, though, because that was a day that you actually unleashed the game upon the world and terrorized us all. Does today feel similar?
Yeah, it's been in early access this whole time. Yeah, it's been early access.
It's less like, you know, we know that there's a
So the early access version, they specifically left out all of the story elements and things like that. So we've been, so with 1.0 we get the full story, we get an end to the game, we're getting a new tier of technology in the game, like
added, and so many of the things that like we've been
lots of stuff coming.
Been essentially in conversation with the community. So like I think that our level of confidence is way higher because we're like, we know what they like and they know what we're like. So like, we can play around a lot with that way more now. So
it's a builder game. Yeah, it's a factory and automation game. So you build a factory. It's kind of got a little bit of survival craft in it as well because you're in like this open world. And you gather things, and then you build factories, and then you can automate the production of a lot of things in the game. Well, pretty much everything in the game. There's also some combat, like there are some enemies in the open world. You can make weapons to fight the enemies with.
We're a small studio in the Netherlands doing things for PlayStation.
And there will be a story, but I know nothing about it because we'll find out with 1.0.
Sure do.
Does anyone remember mobile VR?
No, I don't think so, actually.
Help.
Did I suppress something?
Wise choice.
Which one of you needs the most sleep after today?
I mean, I woke up with a migraine today, so I would love to go to sleep after release.
We have a couch right here.
Yeah. I'll use it.
Just fall over. That's completely fine. Oh my god. What is up?
Yeah, we've got one more thing
Oh yeah,
to show.
shit.
But talking is so nice.
Yeah, talking is so
Get out
nice.
of here,
Yeah.
But the gossip.
Schedule.
We're an hour and 36 minutes away, you guys.
It should be in the same.
Yes,
It's a presentation. No, the.
Oh, there we go.
I can't believe how close it is.
You're on the wrong
Maybe
screen.
I am.
It's the other screen.
Oh yeah, there we go. Awesome. I can do my job. Surely.
There
Here
you
we
go.
go. Here we go.
We got it.
Let's have a gander at the second one then.
Yes.
It's trying.
It's
its best.
trying.
Yeah.
It's in the internet's hands now.
Come on, SharePoint. I believe.
But does SharePoint believe in itself?
Isn't it?
Does it turn into a boat? Does it press triangle?
Oh
Okay,
God,
let's do
Sorry,
that then.
Kingdom Hearts.
nerd.
Presentation is.
Hold on, I'm gonna try switching over to
And
Reopen it.
We will reopen it. Yes, indeed.
YouTube real quick and see if it's better.
And then we can. Can I just yoink this tab up here somewhere?
Oh, can I tell the history about the bean?
Oh please.
So, oh my god.
They're fine. It's fine.
Sorry, one
They're
sec,
alien
guys.
life forms. Who's to say this isn't normal? Who's to say this isn't normal? Okay.
Oh yeah,
I
we
think
were
they were made in 2017.
super lagging behind on YouTube.
One of our artists called Molle, and he was one of the original founders of Coffee
Way better.
Stain as well. And Molle was like pure chaos
What is
in a person. Like I'm chaotic,
Most
but
of the
Molle
founders
was like,
were.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Molle
is an
was, like,
older
500
version,
times
okay.
me.
Yeah.
And he just came up to art stand up one day and was like, yeah, I made this. I felt like making this. I already put it in the engine, and yeah.
And here we go.
Here it is.
Implement it. Yeah.
Here it
Ship it.
is.
Yeah. Thankfully, they feel a bit better now.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah.
They've had a texture update.
Honestly,
as well, I
they've
believe.
had it. It's a downgrade. Downgrade in my opinion.
Let me just close this real quick before we leak anything. Excellent. Yeah, just to not leave you hanging, we'll talk more later, but I've unsubscribed. Imagine,
What?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I'm healthy, I
What?
promise. I promise.
What is your identity now?
Is it World of Warcraft?
I'm a
now?
factory builder.
Oh,
I'm a factory
no,
builder. I want to
fully
go.
taken
I'm not even
over.
joking. I told Sasha as well. I want to go home this weekend, and I actually want to play 1.0
That is
over.
Wow, oh my god.
Yeah, over
Okay,
the
then
other games.
next week during Fika, you're gonna tell me.
I think
about
he was talking about 14 because he plays
Maybe I'll do
14.
a tutorial. Yeah, maybe just maybe.
I'll be so proud.
Are we good on time? 5
5
minutes.
minutes. Oh Jesus
Alright.
Christ.
Excellent, yeah.
Ask all the questions you need right now. It is the last possible time to do this.
Natalie,
Yes.
what do you feel about a snow biome?
Why not?
Yeah? Ship one?
Introduce some snowboarding.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey
Are
chat,
you
what do
near
you feel about
snowboarding?
snow? It's a go-to
You know,
freebie.
I can just if we just revert the Doom Desert
Yeah.
Oh
to
my God.
pre-update 3, you got your fucking snow biome.
I have an
Okay.
idea though.
Fine.
We've got the factory card, right? That you like throw when it unfolds.
Yeah.
What if it's also the factory card, but it stays folded and you
And it's the
snowboard
snowboard.
it? Yeah.
I mean, look, if you raise my pay, we can talk.
If I raise your pay.
If or
Yeah.
anyone raises my pay,
work on
whoever
that.
pays me, it's fine. As long as I get paid, fine. We'll talk about it.
No, it's worth it, so I will make an attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
accept bribes. Just, I want to put that out there.
Yeah.
We can have like frosts forming on the conveyor belts.
Hmm.
We probably can't because Ben will kill me.
Yeah. I'm actually going to jump back a bit to designing the world. Just jumping because why not? A question for me personally is like, to some extent, I'm not saying that designing like any game is easy because it's not. I've been there in fact myself. But when it comes to like, I'm going to say math, but like numbers, optimizing, like placing nodes in the world, making UI function with numbers and just like telling people that X, Y, and Z match and is like properly connected, properly functioning. Like, how is, I don't know, how do you even make a game that is so based on not math, but just optimizing numbers. It's like, where do you start? Because I can't even start thinking. Like when I play the game, in the beginning, I had a huge issue with I have all the space in the world. I can build vertically, horizontally. I have like all the freedom in the world. That's where I want to come. To do literally whatever I want. And in this place, like, how do you somehow UI-wise, world design-wise, steer people into making something kind of cohesive that makes sense in the starting biomes, that makes sense with what assets you have?
I mean, I feel like most people start this game and they don't make something cohesive. They make spaghetti factories.
My answer to that is I place rocks.
or a rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I place rocks.
Yeah.
I guess I can.
Shoot
My
forward.
answer is ask a lot of questions to all of the devs and
Right.
be like, okay, but what is the intention behind this? So like Mark has an idea, or G2 or programming lead, like he has an idea.
Yeah.
And like first I just ask questions like, okay, but what is the actual intent that you want to get here and why? Because like factory games are like, they're not personally what I would play.
Yeah.
Also, I probably have dyscalculia, so math, lol, no, thank you. So yeah, I just ask a lot of questions and I make sure that I understand. And I feel like if I can understand the math, then the audience can probably also understand the math.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Reliable source. I mean,
that seems like a good way to think about it.
The world is like, it is a little disconnected from the factory gameplay in that sense. Mostly what we try to do with it is just, I guess, provide a challenge of placement more than anything. So with the different starting biomes, we've always had like, okay, this one has more height differences, this one has like more space between resources, this one has less biomass. Kind of those are the factors that we play with, which are mostly factors that affect people early game. So it's mostly about like, how do we ease a person into it with the environment, and then also selling the idea that you're on an alien planet. So it's really more about selling the fantasy and making people feel like they're somewhere else, and also this is maybe not a world that is entirely happy to have them. Right. Just a little bit mad. Yeah. Just a tiny bit. Before they can like pave the whole thing or blow everything up, you know.
Yeah. Well, if I can settle, then good job. Yeah, you've made something.
Thanks. Sure did. Sure did.
I think that's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing everything. Yeah.
Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoy 1.0.
Awesome.
All right.
Yep. Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
I'm telling you. See, the piece is missing.
Get the fuck out of the way.
I'm actually quite comfy here.
Yeah, we should probably.
So yeah.
All right, we're gonna.
See.
Yeah,
This piece is missing.
Yeah, it's
yes.
missing.
Thank you.
And like I double checked, and I think I've left a whole bag at home.
Game
So
over.
quick update is that we're missing pieces for the Lego build, so we can't finish it. But we're gonna post it on socials. So like we are. Like
They're abandoning the Lego
we are gonna
build.
finish this build like fully, and we're gonna post it on socials. I wanna.
Oh, okay, they're just gonna do it later.
Yeah. Or that's true too.
Yeah.
So
I don't think we know if they're still gonna do their regular dev streams after 1.0. I assume they're gonna.
This is how you wanna just hold it up for them.
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Wait, I can actually. We have
I was gonna say I assume they're gonna go on vacation, but probably not, because they're probably gonna be
Go ahead, look at us.
trying to make sure that if anything comes up, they're gonna be there to fix it. Look at how they
It's not a
innovated
stream,
to
it's a
finish
motion,
the
it moves
Lego.
So yeah, if you're just tuning in, we are playing. Oh my God! I didn't think we got that far.
Yeah. So like we built in stages, so I think
Oh.
people see and understand like.
Oh, wow.
the parts.
Maybe it's this camera. This camera.
I didn't realize they were just doing a separate part off the side.
You can see
That's cool.
We got more
like
pieces
the
here.
inputs and outputs.
I thought they were drinks. Damn it.
That's cool.
So yeah, so the issue now is that we're missing parts for the base plate. So otherwise we could start to get stuff. But yeah, we'll get back to it.
We'll get to it. We'll make a juicy revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something will happen with it. Yeah.
I'll just
start picking things?
Get your stuff and get out of here. It's too bad. We were really hoping we could finish it on stream, but it is what it is. All right, chat. We're gonna move to the next segment.
What's the next segment? Snut?
No, not that one. This one.
Tell me all about it.
Prepare the thing. And now I see what you were struggling with.
Yeah.
For some reason, okay, interesting. Very interesting. All right. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, we are counting down for the 1.0 release of Satisfactory in a little bit less than 1 hour and 25 minutes.
Already?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually the time
moves very
disappeared
fast when you were on the stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to very soon, actually. I mean, it's less than almost 1.5 hours. 1.0 will come out and it will be available for everyone. And we're going to be playing the launch trailer for Satisfactory that we've been working on for.
Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait!
So really exciting times. But before we get to 1.0,
what you got?
On here.
Community highlights?
All right, or maybe not.
It's gonna be hard to do community highlights. They can't put their slides up.
It's not on stream.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, for some reason. We are going to talk about merch. So, as some of you may not know, we have a bunch of merch for Satisfactory. I love it. It's like impossible to be discreet when you do this shit. He made an effort. All right. So, as some of you may or may not know, we have merch for Satisfactory, and we have since the dawn of time, not the dawn of time, but a couple of years ago, Dave from Heroic Replicas reached out to us and has since been partnered with us making a lot of merch, and we've been really happy with the merch that he's made. It's really made a bunch of really
the merch is really
stuff.
cool. I wish I had some.
Yeah, and if you haven't noticed this thing,
I did notice it
in the background. This is not like CGI. This is an actual factory cart that Dave made.
Okay, so that's new.
From Canada, and like assembled it here, and it absolutely works. I can't show it on stream, but it totally works. You can actually ride around in this thing.
What?
Can I try right now?
No. No, it's not House of Cards behind here. No. But yeah, so and
that's
like,
really cool.
There's so much stuff.
I wonder if you can buy that or not.
Like replicas, as you may or may not have guessed. Yeah. And it's made like the Xeno Basher. You want to show it off? And like the Lizard Doggo.
This thing always, it's so heavy.
Yeah. This is gonna be a like GDQ Sense part right now. Which is funny because he also sponsored GDQ. So, anyways, but he made like the big lizard doggo thingy. There's like beans. There's stuff behind there. The build gun, which I don't know if we've shown.
Oh, the build gun.
This thing.
I literally want like all the merch. It's so good.
Right, Linus, you know this. Yeah.
That's the final one.
So this is one you can buy on the website. This is a really cool replica. And what?
Do you want to take this off me?
Oh no.
Please, thank you.
All right, fine, whatever.
Thank you.
And yeah, there's a ton of stuff on the website, and what was I going with? Where was?
Who is on the pillow?
Like
that's Jace. He was the original community manager, but he left like last year to go make his own game.
We've been really happy with Dave.
But he's still super supportive of Satisfactory and everything, but his impact was like massive.
That's related to this. So if you want to move to that scene, Linus, you got that right there. Yeah, nice. So yeah.
Yeah, they were showing him at the beginning of the stream, and that's why I was like,
merch. Go to lizarddoggo.com.
Absolutely sobbing.
The picture-in-picture mode, you can just hide. Put us in.
Yeah, he's there in spirit as the pillow. Yeah.
Look at that. Lizarddoggo.com is where you go if you want to check out some of this merch stuff. They're really cool, and there's more coming. There's more coming. So real quick. Oh my God, what is up with the slide? Here we go. Yeah, Heroic Replicas, they made replicas for other games, and then they reached out to us and wanted to do a bit more stuff than just this. So, and they've been helping us out.
Oh, is that a gunblade?
Yeah, man. Have you not seen that before?
No, I have not.
FFA gunblade.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm revitalized.
And they made a ton of. You can probably hide the picture.
A skateboard. I haven't seen that one.
The goodies.
There's
a ton of stuff on the website. Like
build machine. I forget what it's called now.
Which is kind of insane because we have so much merch. Oh, we have the new toilet.
Yeah, and there's a snut pillow too. If you see in the corner there. Oh my God, I would love
this stuff.
A Satisfactory Christmas sweater. Oh my gosh.
Camera one there. Or camera theme, maybe this is better over here. Look at this.
Also, I live somewhere where it's actually gonna be cold and stuff.
DLC is
like,
finally here.
I need a Satisfactory Christmas sweater.
Yeah, it's flushable. So that's a thing. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff on lizarddoggo.com. They also
Why am I
updated
broke?
recently with
Need all the
guns. You can now
things.
download it and stuff like
Also,
that.
that big bean is so big.
And goodies, and the toilet flush DLC, which is the defective logistic coupons, which you can get limited. I think it's like while supplies last. And it's really soft. Get a. Ooh, for that. You can't see it on.
Can I bring it home? This is nice.
There we go.
No.
It's too late now. But yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
This is so
Had a good feel.
smooth. Get a bit of ASMR here.
Is it picking up? No.
I mean, I hope so.
Yeah.
So yeah, enjoy that. All right. Anyways, so that stuff. There's also new merch such as this coin I got over here.
Very cool. Very cool.
Move the mouse away, and then yeah, the T-shirt. I haven't actually seen this yet. Do we have this in office?
No, yeah, that was actual merch. Yeah.
Oh, okay, they didn't get it here.
I mean, it was a troll, but it was also actual merch.
But what we did get. Before we move into this. So yeah, you can get it. So yeah, like there's a new T-shirt with like it's like a band tour thing where it showcases like
yeah, it's really cool.
all the updates that we made and
since 2018, y'all, when they first announced it.
But what we did get for this, we have a upcoming piece of merch, which is the vinyl print for the soundtrack for Satisfactory. And we have like a couple of test prints, I think. So quick disclaimer is that like the art isn't final. We're still working on like that stuff. We couldn't get that done in time because we needed to finish the game. But here are the pressings. I guess we can open these and yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So let's we get the full experience here.
It is Christmas today. They were right.
More ASMR.
That's loud, actually. No.
Yeah. So this is the test pressing. Hope there's no spoilers on this. We didn't what's it called? Check that before.
No. Show me too.
Yeah.
On camera.
Yeah, this is what they look like. Oh shit!
Oh.
I'm so scared of.
How do you hold a vinyl? I think I'm setting some collectors right now, but
yeah. Look at this.
Yeah.
One of them is gonna be orange.
Yeah, that's true. So one of them is going to be orange. So it's or is it like one side or one fully? Yeah, one fully, right? Yes. So the vinyl that you'll get with the OST will have 2 discs or 2 vinyls. 2 discs. Look at the youngling over here. I actually own vinyl, so I'm not sure why I do buy vinyl. I love this sidetrack, but I love one time when I bought a record and I bought like the CD version and the vinyl version, and I told a friend of mine like, hey, I bought like a collection thing, like I bought like a CD version and a vinyl version. He was like, you bought the CD version? And I'm like, I love that you got the same reaction that I did. That was so crazy. Like, you're not gonna react to the vinyl thing? All right. But I guess it's like a bit of a thing now when you collect vinyls or something. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, it's 2-track. If you go back to the presentation, yeah, you get the 2-track, and this is, as I said, the art is still work in progress. This is not the final art, but the vinyls will sort of look like this and have this sort of color, the Satisfactory orange.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And if we go to the next slide, we got some of the new stuff.
USB.
There's a video on this, by the way. If you
That's
go to
cool.
our YouTube channel. I talked about this in a video that's just called New Merch, I think, recently. So there's an enamel pin set. Wow, I don't know why that was so.
Is it in the shape of like an ID card? Is that what that's supposed to be?
Digital soundtrack of 8 gigs of storage. But we actually have some new things to talk about. And that is that the next set for pins is available. And it looked like this, the little factory. Oh my god, I haven't seen the factory card before. That looks so dope. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah.
Oh, that looks so dope.
It's giga cute.
And there's a video here, which I can't play.
Wait, it's playing right now, is it?
Yeah. No.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't play that. So I'm not sure. What was the video about, Linus?
It's one of those like these things, control panels, where you could it's mapped to
Oh, wait, right. Man, I really wish I could
That's
get
kinda
this to
dope,
work.
yeah.
So it's like a mini keyboard.
Stupid Microsoft. Get Bill Gates on the phone. All right. It's cool though. It's like a little mini keyboard sort of.
Yeah. Oh my.
Also in progress, in development is what is this? What is this
A fix-it golf ball?
During
Iron ore? No.
Yeah, that's a weird summer sloop. Or sorry, a Mercersphere.
That's a Mercersphere?
Yeah, weird. All right, apparently we were doing this. These are scented candles. And
wow.
Yeah, we're doing that.
They have such silly things.
So the golf balls are proper golf balls. I'm like half briefed about this, but the golf balls are real golf balls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golf balls.
Yeah.
It's proper candles.
Yeah, and proper candles, little candles. What smells do we get? Cut grass, burnt wood.
Be effective.
I love that.
Surely we have oil.
Just the smell of capitalism in your apartment.
Yeah.
Industry in the morning.
It
Yeah.
reeks
Smell
anyway.
of capitalism.
Really nice. So yeah, if this sounds interesting, please check out lizarddoggo.com. There are pre-orders up and for the new stuff that's coming, and there's also like they've built up quite a repertoire of content or like products for Satisfactory, which is really exciting.
It's all good stuff, like very high quality stuff. So yeah.
So thank you so much, Dave, for hanging out with us and being with us.
I did look into getting the
there's a
mug
big
once,
sale
but it
happening
did
as
say
well.
it
I
wasn't
can't
like
wait.
microwave
So do check that out. I think
safe,
that sale will go live
basically, and
now,
I was
yes.
like,
And if you use the coupon code, wait, is that?
Yeah, that's
That looks like placeholder. You can get the sticker pack for free. So yeah, check the coupons and check the website in regards to like shipping and all that stuff to get the full deets. So yes, very exciting.
I've had enough mugs like that is sad.
Nice,
Yeah.
All right. Coolio. I'm just gonna take a quick peek at the schedule. I wonder what we have coming up next. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, okay. So, it's community highlights, dude.
Community highlights. Let's go.
Every time.
Let me just set up the community highlights real quick. Let me just open up the thingy here on the page.
Oh yeah, we have a bunch coming up. Awesome.
You guys are gonna see probably more beautiful fractures than I'm ever gonna make.
All right, cool. All right.
I'm gonna try.
Nice. All right, you ready for some community highlights?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
The highlights.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna
like
be
every
very
Tuesday,
exciting.
we're finally jumping in,
Let's
and
do
my
this.
God,
Community
again.
highlights.
My,
I
wait, what
love
the-
community highlights. Can I do some too?
Jason's
I
here.
love this.
Do we have security?
Wait, who's this guy? Security.
Jason's
Can we get security?
here.
What's going on? How'd you get in here? This door is locked.
Oh my God, it's James! Hey guys, it's me!
Oh my God, I didn't recognize you at
It's
the
actually
beanie.
me.
God, shit.
Hey, good to see you.
What did you
Again, buddy.
Hey.
And we've hung out before. Good to see you again as well. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? How's it going?
Oh.
I can't believe you made it.
I made it. Yep. I'm so excited to be here. Clearly, I'm a little nervous. I'm happy to be back. And Community Highlights was always one of my favorite segments to do. So I'm happy to be back and do it again.
Aww.
Cool. Oh, glad to have you. Man.
Yeah.
Make me cry again.
Send it.
Yeah, before we get into community highlights,
Jeez.
okay, sure. We gotta, so super stoked that you're here because like it felt weird. Oh my God, Chad is absolutely losing their
Chad.
mind.
Oh, they're
So
losing
good
their
to
mind.
see you.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
So obviously we couldn't do a 1.0 stream without
okay,
Jace because
yeah.
you've been a big part of like the Satisfactory community and our YouTube channel and all the stuff working together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me back for this because I really wanted to be a part of it. And I'm so glad that I can be.
It's super
It's a
stoked.
pleasure, man, and a given.
I got really nostalgic when I made that video yesterday with all like the videos that we made together. And,
Yeah, the one that you put at the beginning of the stream, right? Yeah, I didn't know that was going to happen at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah, so
I
like-
was watching it,
Yeah.
and I was like,
The first thing you see is
someone cutting onions, you know?
Me
I
too,
think it was
dude.
Hannah.
Oh.
Yeah.
so really cool. But yeah, so glad that you can make it. And yeah, like you said, we can't do community highlights without you, honestly, on the 1.0. Because
Well, I'm really glad to be part of it, and also these community highlights I put together myself.
Oh.
These guys haven't
Oh.
even seen them yet,
My
so
goodness.
Oh.
it'll be good.
if you just move the camera a little bit so everyone fits in the frame. We can,
Also, who's this?
uh,
Oh no, I'm the doggo.
Oh,
The
shit.
doggo is mauling them right
There's a
now.
man here.
we don't talk about that.
Okay.
We're just gonna...
Who is this?
Wait,
Oh
we
no.
don't talk about that. All right, here we go.
Sorry.
right, community highlights. Let's
jump right into it.
Let's jump right into
Shall
it.
is it possible for me to take the keyboard?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. Okay, where are we here?
Left and right, and then I'll set up your.
Yeah, that would be good.
I love them so
Where did they
much,
go?
dude.
Let me also. Oh, you probably need to like do the. Oh no, never mind. I can do it. Come on, big boy. All right.
Yep. That should be fine. Okay, well, let's see how it goes. All
Yeah.
right. For old time's sake, it's been like a year since I've done this.
Need to
Vomino's
de-rust.
folks. Oh yeah. I've got a little oil in the joints. All right, here we go.
Let's see how it goes.
All right, the first one is from @Cabes Gaming on Twitter, and Cabes was basically just taking a look back at their build.
Their timer's covering
over
the
early
name.
access, as I'm sure many of us have been leading into 1.0, and this is looking pretty good here. So
Yeah.
farewell to update 8.
Got Lumen going on as well.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Nice lighting.
Yep, really, really cool.
Nice, nice.
And they've got this awesome little hexagon is the bestagon exterior here
No,
facade.
this is in the game. This
which
is in the game.
Super sick.
Gotta get all
These
the
are,
little references.
Yep,
obviously
yeah,
pre
yeah,
1.0
exactly. I'm squeezing them in.
factories because nobody has it yet. But
And it looks like, I think they're probably bidding farewell to their builds and starting new. I'm not sure, though.
Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna chat. Pointed this out again.
Gotcha, fam.
I might.
so there are mods for Satisfactory. So I guess there's a chance that they might show something with
Professional streamer.
mods,
Yeah,
but I mean,
production
yeah,
quality.
the lighting and shadows and stuff is something that's in base game. So
And I think they have one more here, I believe. Yeah, just another shot here of these. I just
Wow.
love the lighting here with Lumen as well.
Yeah.
And
That's an angle.
all the lift. True.
It is.
Actually,
Yeah,
it is an angle.
It is an angle.
One of many kinds of angles. That
one of many kinds
it
of
can come from
angles.
The side. Anyway, that's a reference. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Okay, thank you very much, Caves Gaming. Really good submission here on Twitter. Okay, and by the way, a new meta emerges. I don't know if you guys noticed. Maybe you did. Okay, but while I was looking through submissions, I noticed that there was a new meta
Okay.
that, to my knowledge, wasn't really around. Okay.
I think I know what's coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know if
Because
you're right.
we
You
did
dig it
feature
out?
this a little bit last.
Ooh,
Yeah.
maybe I'm doubling up here.
Yeah. No, go for it.
Boom.
Yeah.
Ian the Wonder Dog here.
Yeah.
New meta. So this is a pyramid. I saw quite a few pyramids, and so this is one by Ian the Wonder Dog.
How
Looks
big
really
is
cool.
that?
Love the green Billie Eilish green trim here. Again, we're getting all the references in. Super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was not the one I was thinking of, so that's even
Okay.
Yeah.
But there are more because
Yeah.
it's not just Ian who has the meta here. It continues with GG Star 4000.
there we go.
This is a really
Yeah, honestly, Joe.
really
Yeah,
really big.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool
Pyramid.
like,
there have been so many videos
Going
coming
into
out
it as well.
on YouTube of people being like,
Okay.
"Here's
Yeah,
my
and,
3,000 hour
it's
plus
really big,
save,"
so
or
you
"Here's
can go
my
inside.
800 hour plus
Yeah.
save." Oh
There's
my!
an entire factory inside.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They
Which
just
is
blocked out
crazy.
the sky.
I would work there. Looks like a nice place to
Would
work.
you?
Yeah.
Because a pyramid is technically a tomb, so you would be buried working here.
You know,
Okay.
it's like a warm embrace. Yeah.
Isn't that cold anyway?
Not
Not
while
in
you're
this
still
case.
alive. Yeah. Okay. And then the next
Someone
one here
did
is
make
from Scratchy
Midgar
Plum. This
actually
is
in the
another
game.
pyramid. I think this design is really unique, really interesting with these like.
They showed that in the community
hexagons,
highlights
right?
once.
Right,
It was
and then there's, like,
crazy.
nuclear reactors in there. Super wild, super wild. Scratchy Plum has a lot of pictures on Reddit of this,
I like
including
that.
like the building process of it. So you see it in the earlier stages, and this is it mostly, or
I like
actually
that a
complete.
lot.
And you can look sort of inside. It was very cool inside as well. Very nice. And there's another
That's
view shot here,
crazy.
drones flying in, space elevator at the top, which I also really, really love.
I'm
And,
so
there's a-
excited too, like
awesome,
for
awesome
myself, but
structure
also for what
around the,
people
the
who are
space
more
elevator
creative than
that I think
myself are gonna
fits
do
with
with
space
the
elevator's
new
design too.
metallic
All of the red
textures
trim
as
and
well.
everything. So good, so good. Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
It's all right.
Creative, but
It's all
not
right.
this creative.
I've
Yeah.
seen better in my day.
I've built better.
I've built better.
Oh, ball tails.
Oh.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to own up to that.
Yeah, very good.
I've spoken one light today.
Do
so
the
far.
trees actually do anything in factory? Or those
Maybe,
mostly for
maybe.
incentives.
We'll have to guess
You
later when
can
it gets
tear
a
down
prize.
trees
Here's the prize.
for
next up
biomass
is,
that you
it's
use as
just,
fuel, but that's really only an early game
okay
thing.
consideration,
So
8091, and Snoot, maybe you recognize that number.
for the most part, they're more like
there's
obstacles
an
in your
overflow
way.
going on here.
Yeah,
Or
they've reached the
for
signed
aesthetics, if you wanna
32-bit
use them that
integer
way.
limit
Yeah.
in the awesome sync.
Wow.
So anyone who doesn't know, 32-bit numbers can only go so high, and if they're signed positive negative, they can only go to that number. So they've reached the limit here, and I'm not sure what happens after. I think it just gets stuck there. I'm assuming they didn't just take a screenshot.
Yeah.
At
At
zero.
that exact
Yeah.
moment.
So I'm
Yeah,
assuming
yeah.
it's stuck there now.
Yeah.
But then I wonder, like, could that number just be unsigned?
I actually don't know.
Yeah, if it could be unsigned, then that value can double,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Right?
Or do you lose points?
Yeah,
Because it goes to
maybe.
the negative.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just got to cash your coupons.
That's
real quick.
crazy.
But I also note that the DNA points are at 0.
This is
so
goals
that's
right
another
here.
value to get to the 2
Though
billion,
I would imagine
100
that for them to
million,
do this,
mark.
they
So
probably did
note
something
that
where
into
like
consideration. Great efforts.
they're
Next up
probably
is
doing something a
perforated
little abnormal
soldier.
for that.
I love this one so much. This is fine.
Why is
That
that,
is
Jace?
fine.
Huh?
Why do you like this one? So
I
much?
just love the pink
Uh-huh.
highlights. They're very good. So yeah, got some wacky shenanigans going on in their factory. So I don't know what kind of biomass you've been feeding your burners here, perforated soldier, but I don't think this is how things are supposed to be. But luckily,
Oh my goodness.
Oh
they've got
my
more.
god.
Yeah. Luckily they got more. Yeah.
But luckily, this has all been ironed out in 1.0. 100%, right? There are no
Sure.
bugs.
I like the caption, yeah.
I don't work here anymore, so I'm just gonna say that. And if I'm wrong, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Very good. Thank you very much, Perforated Soldier. Hear me, Duke. Here. I really hope that that's an okay word to say. I don't know if it is or isn't, but that's their
I mean,
username on Twitter.
It's like the PG-13 version of it, right? Or
I don't know what does it mean.
take a dookie.
Oh, is it poop?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't actually know. That. Okay.
Well, or that's where I went at least. I may be completely wrong here. Like
Anyway, that's their username, and they've made
That's a
these,
cool-looking road.
highways here. And I'm not sure if they've done blueprints or not, but I would imagine these are blueprints or a series of blueprints. That's what makes sense to me.
When they say Route 1, do they mean Pokemon or?
Well, I wrote Route 1 to be honest, and I meant
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon.
Okay, awesome,
So
yeah.
I don't think they said Route 1. Yeah. And then more pictures of it here. We've got some trucks on there, but they don't have any on and off ramps built yet. So I think that's probably the next project, so that they can actually get their vehicles up there and make use of their highways. Super cool. All right, this is I'm so excited for the next one.
Oh.
All right, so this is from Fabio Simon,
Wow.
and I would live there. This one had me so giddy. I was so excited.
Oh my god, I hope I can make
boys,
something that
this
looks
reminded me-
half that good. What the
I
heck?
mean, do you want to say it at the same time?
Three? Yeah. Go.
Yeah. Okay. You do the counting because it makes.
Do you
more
have
sense.
an idea?
He doesn't. He's just like fucking.
That looks awesome.
It
Yeah,
does look
it does
awesome.
look awesome.
Does it remind you of anything
Yeah.
though?
Two
Oh,
or
I
three
don't
different
know.
Things. I'm probably wrong on all three.
All right,
Okay,
we'll try
alright.
it. Go for
Yeah.
it.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Final
Midgar.
Fantasy Mid.
There
Yeah.
we
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
I was
yeah,
gonna say
yeah, yeah,
7.
Okay, you
Yeah.
both said Midgar. I was thinking Junon, actually.
Oh really?
By the water.
Yeah, that's true too.
I was thinking Junon.
Oh, yeah.
But we all thought Final Fantasy
yeah, yeah,
7.
yeah, yeah,
So
Because I got 13 vibes
So-
as well as 8.
Ah,
but yeah.
okay.
But the thing in my mind is when they moved the cannon to Midgar. That's what that
there you go.
reminds me of.
It
Yeah,
looks
yep, and there's a big thing up there. that's the
crazy,
cannon.
That is
though.
true. It does look like like the what's the name of that town? Junon.
Junon, yeah.
The side of the when you start going out in the
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be community highlights without talking about Final Fantasy, folks. So thanks for being here. And there's a little bit more. Another shot of it here. This is
Okay,
so
that's-
this
Wow.
is
Oh, you can see the dolphin down there too.
and even the dolphins there.
Yeah.
Priscilla's there. Yeah.
Oh my god, you remember the name of it?
Yeah, of course I do. But I guess it's a boss fight.
You're out Final
Oh, I don't
Fantasy,
remember
both of
the
us.
boss's
Ah,
name.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a tough one.
Got some Final Fantasy fans here.
Yeah. So I don't actually know what this is. This is H4 site. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know what they actually use it for. But it could be something nuclear
Wow.
or something. I think it may be modded. I guess, right? I think with these panels and stuff.
This could be vanilla.
Those panels on the control panel look pretty.
Dude, I've been massively surprised at
Okay.
what people managed to
Okay.
do with like ASCII art and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's true. Okay, well, I don't know. They didn't say either way, but I also, keeping with the Final Fantasy theme, kind of think that maybe it's like Mako, and they're storing Mako,
Oh.
things like that. You know.
Oh, I like that.
So
Yeah, that was
that's
the
just my
inside of it.
headcanon. This was all a big Final Fantasy VII.
These are all still the
tribute. It probably
same
wasn't at all, but
build.
it was a really amazing build. Fabio Stimo.
I would live here too.
You'd live there?
Yep.
Yeah? You'd be neighbors?
In the water, like
There?
Sure.
You're
Yeah.
gonna swim
How
that
did
well.
they
Swim
even-
that. You're gonna have enough time.
Submerge me, baby. I'm ready.
Just shows up with like 30
How did they
burns.
do this?
Yes, yes. Good. Okay, next up we have.
Oh, I see. It's a power cable.
Lucky Season
They used the power cable to
3707.
make it
Hold
look
up.
like it was like a crane.
What's that?
That was really cool.
It doesn't. Huh? Interesting.
Weird. I love that you managed to do the. Oh, that's
I
such a
did.
nice
I did
detail.
sit down and handcraft the little tag in
Oh.
pixel art,
Good.
pixel by pixel, and this is a what was this?
Wow.
Pressure conversion cube. Yeah.
Yeah.
And done in Minecraft, of course. And so maybe this could be a new meta. Satisfactory everywhere. Make Satisfactory things in other games.
Yeah.
That could be pretty sick.
Yeah.
And also, just before I was kind of done making this, I noticed that they did an update to this, and they've made it a nuclear pasta.
Oh, wow.
Getting
Really
ready.
cool.
So now they need to do the next step. I don't know if you've seen this, but like now they need to go getting working with the tier 9 stuff where this is used to make the. What's
They have to also build a whole particle accelerator.
I can't remember what the part is called. This is the ball.
Build a
You
whole
need to
particle
actually
accelerator.
I mean,
Oh,
I think you need to do
At
it
this
Sony-
scale, too. They have
Yeah,
to make
yeah.
it at this scale.
Moving on.
Oh,
Next one from
Wow.
Chaos 1699
Yeah.
TTV.
I do love
And,
just seeing
So Chaos was kind of challenging themselves
like
to how
factories that
quickly
are
they could
just
finish the game,
scaled up
and
like
just
this because
sort of
it's so
themselves.
impressive to
And,
see.
it took them 41 hours, which is quite fast to
Yeah,
finish the game.
that's insane.
But I also love that, because they were trying to go quickly, I don't think they were really trying to go for any kind of aesthetic. They just wanted to get stuff done.
Yep.
But in doing so, I think they created a really interesting aesthetic
Yeah.
in and
Yeah.
of itself.
It reminds me of the elevator, like the lift
That we used to
lift
have.
thing. Yeah.
Back in the day before lifts were around, yeah.
Yeah.
That same sort of like
Yeah, they had
silhouette,
a
right?
style
And then you can see
while
through it a little
trying
bit.
because they were trying to
And
not
there's
have a
something about it,
style.
like a lot of these feel like high-rise buildings to me,
Oh,
like
yeah.
little apartments.
Oh
So
my goodness, they managed to do depth of field.
They
as well.
did.
Oh, chaos.
Super
Mwah.
nice.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Particle accelerators.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, speaking of the particle accelerators, you can see them back there.
Yeah.
Oh wait, these are manufacturers. That is. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is gnarly. So
Oh.
a lot of blueprinting, I guess, but like
incredible.
I just love the look of it. Like I remember
goodness.
before blueprinting, builds sort of looked a certain way. Then when we had blueprinting and people started using them, we had a different like aesthetic emerge when people use blueprinting, and I just like it's like an organic versus an industrial kind of like different aesthetic, and I like that you see that in these different builds. So this one like feels blueprinty, and I dig
Yeah,
it.
this one's crazy.
All right, next up is a flicker from beyond. So this is they call it the Busy Bee Fuel Power Tower, and this is a big old fuel tower. Reaching for the skies, very cool.
I feel like that is way bigger than it looks
It is
because
true. This
fuel
is actually
generators are
similar angle to
huge, and I
before.
can
It is
see
an
how
angle,
tiny they are in
and
this
it
shot.
uses a total of 2,400 fuel and generates 30 gigawatts of power.
Wow.
So pretty big
Yeah,
power.
holy Jesus.
As of yet, because we changed our fuel generator.
True, true. So,
So,
we'll see how that goes in
yeah.
1.0 if they keep their save. And here's some more shots of it. I just think
That's
these shots
really
are just
cool.
really nice. And you can see here, it's a nice clean build, plenty of space.
We're under an
for
hour
the
away, guys.
generators on the ground floor,
Yeah.
but also
Wow.
a little further up, it's a bit tighter, but still super clean. And what are you laughing at?
I'm just
huh?
giggling over the fact that so far Chad has been pointing out like almost every time you switch scenes, it's like, oh, that's a nice angle.
Hey, this is an angle, yeah. Speaking of angles, here's another one, and it's from your boy Jace. Look,
Hey,
Mom, I'm
that's
on TV.
Jason's,
This
yeah.
is my very own build, everyone. And I don't work here anymore, so I could put my own build. I could
You
put my-
cheated the system.
I cheated the system.
Look,
I
Mom,
left
I'm
so
on
I could be on
TV.
community highlights.
Goes to be fair.
And this here is my inverted pyramid turbo fuel tower. It's 5 stories high, very spiky, very ominous. And
Really
it runs
good angle.
Hmm?
Really good angle.
Really good angle.
Really good angle.
And it runs at 100% efficiency and produces a whopping 31.8 gigawatts of power.
It's so funny to see like fucking. Are you like putting what are the floors called the mesh floor thingies?
Frame foundations?
Frame foundations. Yeah. Is that what they're resting on?
They sure are.
Yeah.
You can see them a little bit more here, and you'll see even more in a moment. In a
Okay.
moment. But all of the turbo fuel is produced from non-GMO, free-range, locally sourced oil from the Spire Coast.
Okay,
As you
yeah.
can see here, this is one of them. They're very well taken care of. These oil patches fed in, and then so the
Another nice angle.
here's another one as well. Only the best angles on Coffee Stain Studios devs. Yeah.
Go on.
The bottom floor creates a heavy oil residue, and then the second floor, these are the bottom two floors, creates 960 turbo fuel per minute using the turbo heavy fuel alt recipe. The only thing that's not produced locally is compacted coal. That's made here in the Dune Desert in this factory here. And Tim here manages the day-to-day operations, and all the compacted coal is
Old Tim.
drummed over to the roof.
Tim
of
the
turbo
Bean.
tower.
What an MVP.
He looks really
Yep.
menacing in that shot.
Yeah, both of them, Tim and the
Yeah, the
factory.
Tim.
Yeah. And then this is what the floors look like. It's just fuel generators,
Churning away.
yeah, right next to each other.
Yeah.
But then there's also fuel generators on these platforms, these frame
Oh, that's an
foundations
angle.
there. Yeah. This is an angle. A very good one.
This is sketchy. This is the one you don't want to go out and maintain.
Yeah, this is. I've fallen so many times from here. It's not funny. It's actually very funny. And then
actually
lastly,
very
the
funny.
entire thing is held up by Pillar Chan. Just this one pillar, the whole thing.
Linus is shaking his head behind the
Yeah,
camera.
Linus does not approve.
Yeah.
And that's my one. Okay, so happy to be on Community Highlights for the first time. How exciting! Moving on. Next up is from Farox here, and this is all in the name of efficiency. I wrote here because this is wild for starters. But the story here is that this is 10 ADS
Those
a minute.
belts
so
going out
directory
too.
systems per minute, and this is crazy because I recently had to go optimizing my ADS, and I got it to about 1.875 per minute, and they have 10.
Yeah.
They have 10.
That's insane.
And that's crazy. And so they actually, the reason they did this was because they found out that they needed 60 hours or something to idle if they left it at 1 per minute.
Yeah.
And then they ended up spending twice as much time to create this in order to save time. So that was pretty...
This is how the game gets you, man. It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Goddamn time vampire.
Yeah, you think you're saving time, you're not.
Yeah.
But if you're having fun, I mean,
I think
I guess.
Yeah.
they probably feel very accomplished with what they've done
I
here.
hope
Yeah,
so,
for
yeah.
sure.
10 a minute is
This is
quite good.
impressive.
Yeah.
Next up is from
Ooh.
Slavo.
Wow.
And everything is in the circle. So
I don't know
think
that I'm
this
going
is
to
a
do
really cool
circular
and
stuff because I
massive
really
circular
don't
base.
like clipping.
It is the angle is 360 degrees.
Oh, that's
I really don't like when
that
it
is-
clips.
every
That
angle.
is such an
That
angle.
is every angle.
Damn.
But
And,
at the same time,
the
people
angle.
can make such
and also no
cool
angles at the
things
same
when they
time. No
do
angles.
the circular stuff.
If I get my...
So I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see what
Just
happens.
the
Wait.
math, carry the
I've got a
one.
lot of
Circle?
hours ahead of me in Satisfactory, so
obvious.
maybe I'll
Yeah.
change my mind over time.
Schrodinger's edges.
That's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
helping,
yeah.
Mom. Tell me.
I really
Lost
like
it.
this though.
Maybe chat knows. So this building, I think, if I understand correctly, Slavo has tried to rebuild and finish the game a bunch of times, and this is one of their recent attempts. And I think this has like every item in it,
Yeah.
or at least most of the produced items. And this is just a bit of a closer look, and it has all these like cool beams going to the center, space elevator in the middle. And now,
Wow.
Yep. So I got some notes here. So this is another amazing shot. I'm just looking at what other notes I made.
All his note says is cool angle, cool angle.
Yeah, that's what it
Nice cool
says. Yeah.
angle. Here.
Yeah. So it was saying that like I think that they do make all the parts here because I think in the Reddit post they also shared that they had all the space elevator parts done. That was the first post.
Wait, so they make the parts inside their central storage area?
I think that's what this does. That's what like
Damn.
all of these things here. I think they do all the.
Oh, they do. Oh,
Yeah, so-
really interesting.
So here's another shot of it, and there'll be another better shot in a moment.
Gotcha.
But you can see more particle accelerators here. So there's like a lot of advanced parts being produced here. And another internal shot, super nice.
So
Wow.
this is like a big assembly like
Hub. It's like
hub, yeah.
just kind of does everything because then you can see
Really
from
cool.
this
Mega
shot
factory.
here, they're just like pumping things in from all directions,
Yeah.
from all angles. One might
Oh,
say. Yeah.
That's
Wow.
I think it takes
That's
as
me,
long to
honestly.
build this as it takes to finish the entire game. Honestly.
Yeah, it's gnarly. It's
Yeah.
gnarly. So another really, really good build.
That's
here.
really impressive.
Wild.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. And there's a lot more photos on the Reddit as well. So if you look, check them up on Reddit, you'll find this posted.
Plenty of good angles over there.
Yeah, yeah. so,
I like angles.
Miguel's Scarecrafted Brick, man.
Next up, we have BL Andrew
Oh,
575.
Oh, here we are.
Dongo
I skipped.
Angler.
Yeah. Doggo Angler.
I did watch him when he was doing this.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So, BL Andrew, just doing BL Andrew things, taming 4,000 lizard doggos.
Yeah.
So here's
Of
the
course.
I'm sure they're all well fed.
When you're waiting for 1.0, this is what happens. I
Yep.
guess.
Just
When you've done everything.
Andrew BL Andrew.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
Oh wait, go back one slide.
Sure.
Are those angles to the right? 180 to 70 to 60?
Yes. Yeah. Going 90-degree angles.
Hell yeah,
Right
yeah.
angles.
We take
Even.
those, yeah.
On the right. Yeah.
Mm.
Angles. And then, yeah, this is absurd. So here's the 4,000. So, and another like wide shot here of this is just
Wow.
bananas.
Yeah.
Actually.
And I think he said like during stream that like because people ask him like, can we name all the lizard doggos? It's like,
oh my god.
if I'm gonna name every single lizard doggo, it's gonna take, and he calculated like how long it would take, and it was like years or something like that.
Get to it.
Yeah?
Get
Or
to it, BL Andrew. Which camera are we looking at?
The middle.
All of them.
Get to it, Bill Andrew. Actually, don't worry about it. It's take a while. And apparently, this was running at 1 to 2 FPS on the end, which is and
Sure.
That sounds like an Andrew build.
That sounds like an average Andrew build. You know,
I can't believe Andrew managed to get a game running at 2 FPS without any factors in it. Okay, that's that's insane to me.
And yeah, 6 million U objects in here just from the lizard doggos.
Oh,
Wow.
That's all.
Okay.
And of course, a couple fences, but mostly the doggos. Now, I'm actually going to leak something.
Wait. Whoa.
Everyone thought that
We didn't
things
discuss
were
this
announced,
beforehand.
and that's just not true. There's something new. There's something new. All right.
Hurry up here.
You might have remembered about the big crab, everyone.
Oh, too soon, man.
We all know the ups and downs.
Too soon.
That was the crab I was talking
and I
about
just wanna let
earlier.
you all know that. Yeah, it's making a comeback, folks. And here it is. Made by Muted
Wow.
Artist Player. An old friend returns.
Nice.
The big crab is back, everyone.
It's got a filter as its face. That's really good.
It's back. Yep. Look out for
People
it.
are
It's
too
coming
like this
right
is
for it.
It's coming
insane.
right for you. Grab the Xenobashers, everyone.
Now this one's cute. We'll let it.
Super
let it
nice.
slide.
How
Yeah,
does
really
how
cool,
does
yeah.
someone's brain work this well?
Wow.
Yeah.
Spoilers, man.
So,
That's
sorry. Look,
crazy.
again, what are you gonna do? Fire me?
We can do
Wow.
it 2 times. Don't
oh no.
don't
oh, no.
don't press your luck, man.
Yeah. No, very good. Very good. Amazing build there. And yeah, that is the Satisfactory community highlights segment from the 1.0 stream, man. If
Yeah.
you wanna
48
use-
minutes.
Submit your things. Use Satisfactory screenshots, hashtag on Twitter.
What
or
are they gonna do for
screenshot
48
on Reddit.
minutes?
Yeah. And then we'll see them.
Yep.
Good times.
And
I
it
think
might
this
even
is,
come in.
by the way, a record of the amount of slides we've ever had on community highlights, and we've blasted through them. It's amazing to watch.
You know what? Vominos.
Vamonos
Once
is
or
good.
twice, yeah. Once or twice, yeah. It's been a
What
while.
are these
though.
2 extra ones? What's good?
I think they're empty.
Oh, okay. Just like
Maybe
bonus
hidden slides or
slides.
something. Yeah, yeah.
Bonus
So
slides.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Cool. Wow. I mean, I'm like a little bit like lost for words, honestly, because like, damn, that was
Nice
a lot.
angle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. So many angles.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
It was good. It was
Yeah.
good to be back. I was glad to do this again with y'all.
Yeah. Do you have any like favorite memories from working on the game you want to share?
Don't say
Oh.
quitting.
No. I mean, there's so many. There's like the update 3 pipes reveal was
Yeah, that was baller.
one of the most unrivaled moments
Yeah.
because like there's so many things that were happening on that. Like one, it was a super hype reveal.
Yeah.
But 2, there's just like I think we had a good time on that stream too. But then there was also like me uploading translations to the I think patch notes video which dropped with it or something like that at the same time while we were streaming.
Yeah.
And like there was just like it was really chaotic and interesting. So I think that might be one that sticks out. I mean, doing the golf video was incredible. TwitchCon was wild. I remember I was talking to someone downstairs about the when I went to Gamescom that one time, and I got to meet a lot of people. That was really fun as well. So So many.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, and
the weird
I
thing
just
for
checked,
me
by
was
the
when I was
way,
looking through
just
the-
because
I was making
I
the video, was
feel
there
like
were
it
so many
might
things
be
I
interesting
forgot.
later to know
Yeah.
this,
It's
but
been so
I'm at
long.
524 hours in
I
Satisfactory.
feel like sometimes
So
we-
that's
we
all early
selectively
access time.
remember,
So,
like,
like,
certain things that were like, oh, this
down
is
the
the one.
line,
Like,
when
there's
I'm
so
at
many
like
more.
2,000
Yeah,
hours or whatever, we'll know that
it was good to see
that
it all in that one video.
1,500 of those was 1.0 and the rest was early access, that kind of thing.
The trains in nuclear, that was a wild ride because Snoot and I didn't know what was going to happen because we filmed on a train. We didn't know how that was going to go. We were planning on going to a nuclear plant.
Yeah.
We didn't know how that was going to go.
Also,
Yeah.
for the record, in Sweden, it's illegal to film nuclear power plants because they're like protected buildings, and you're not allowed to come near them with a camera.
Yeah.
So we just like showed up and like, hey, can we film? And like, yeah, we can escort you.
Well, here I'll give you that. Here's the real plan,
Yeah,
right?
you
The plan was we're going to go there, and we're going to get denied. So we'll film in the opposite direction.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot
That
about
was the plan. We're going to be like, it's over there, but we can't show you.
Yeah.
Right? That was the plan. That was the fallback plan. And so we went there, and we there's got like a reception area, and it was just closed, and all the lights were off. We're like, there's no one here, whatever. And then so we started to leave, and someone walks out, and turns out that lady was like the head of marketing and PR person, the only person who could have authorized us to do something. So she was like, you can stand here, you can film in this direction, whatever. And then then it worked out, and we actually got to include it.
Wow.
Yeah. Wild.
That's crazy.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was before my time in the Satisfactory community, but
I always look back at like all the videos we made and like remember, I was so stressed when making that, especially the CERN trip.
Oh, that was
the
the most
nightmare.
stressful.
You had like a ton of issues with luggage.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good
Had
time.
to go back to the airport at 9 p.m. Pick stuff up. Yeah.
But the thing with like what's the theory with like you have a present self, you have like a past self, and like you tend to remember trips. Like there's the whole mind thing where if you went to a trip, like your perfect vacation, but you would forget it after you leave, or you would have like a lousy location, but it'd be in your favorite spot or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like most people would always pick their favorite spot because they would always
Remember it.
want to remember.
Yeah, I would choose that too.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the sense for me too, with like a lot of memories that we've like a lot of these moments that we had when we were doing stuff for work that I was just like, I remember in the moment that was not a good time.
It was
like,
awful.
But
in the moment,
afterwards, it just feels good. So
I completely agree. And I think easily my favorite things were probably the hardest things that we did. Yeah. So that CERN trip was definitely one of them. Especially since we had no idea if we were going to get to see the Hadron Collider at all.
Yeah, that too.
And we were trying to get in, and it was a nightmare.
And we tried to sneak in.
Well,
I feel like we didn't though, because like
no, we didn't. They let us in.
Yeah,
they let us in. But then they said, "Hey, you have to get back out," and then we have to line up
like
again.
essentially, a dude just let us through a portion of the line, and we're like, "All right, cool." And then someone came like, "No, you're not allowed to do that." And I was like, "But he told us."
Because we said we were filming a video.
Yeah.
But but like those things were good memories. Yeah, good times.
And I think I've seen that you finished phase 4.
I have finished Satisfactory Early Access.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
I will say that after leaving Coffee Stain and not working with Satisfactory, it meant that I got to play the game in like a different way. Like it wasn't work anymore. I got to just relax with the game, and the game is just so good. Like I loved it. I just kept playing it because it's just like I played it on stream because I was just like, it's just so fun to stream. And it's like so satisfying to get things
yeah,
done.
it is.
And,
Satisfaction.
There were so many accomplishments that I made along the way that I didn't think I could in Satisfactory, and one of them eventually was actually finishing phase 4, and that was a moment. I had a lot of people watching at that time too, so that was really fun.
That's not it. Have you seen that we have reduced the?
I have.
Yeah.
I have. You know what? I'm glad that I achieved it my way. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not the one who always wants the easiest road. I don't mind if my path's a little harder. Yeah, so it was good.
Is 1.0 a replay angle?
Replay?
Yeah.
Angle.
Yeah.
So I'm currently planning to continue my save.
Okay.
So I've done a lot of preparation for my save. I've used priority power switches to isolate all my factory parts, and then I've turned them all off. So my factory is off now.
Right.
And then I've backed up update 8, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check 1.0.
You played your perfect 30 minutes of new gameplay? No.
Back to update 8.
I have
things,
I've planned a lot for 1.0, but it's like
do some recipe stuff.
It's all kind of like
and
high level.
Color coded and put signs up for every one of my miners.
I guess like early game, like
and what resource they are.
I
so
have
all
a
I have
more
to do in theory is find a replacement node, plug it into the same
finer detail
conveyor
what I
belt,
might
and I'm
do,
good to
but
go.
even that,
So
like,
hopefully
we don't know
hopefully
everything
I'll
that's
be
going to
able
be
continue my
changed.
save.
So
But at the same time, I'm also interested.
as much as I
in
planned,
restarting
it's not because
obviously
like
there's narrative-related stuff that would be interesting.
I
and
feel a
I'd also like
need
see
to
what
like
the
follow a
experiences from
specific
the
plan.
beginning
I've more just
as well.
planned so much
Since
because I've been so excited.
And I've
And
been,
planning
like,
was just
I'm
some
not
way to
restarting because
like
I spent so much time getting to this point.
Yep.
And now I'm like,
play the game without playing the game, if that makes
so
sense.
I'm interested both ways, but at the very least, I absolutely want my current factory working in 1.0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same with the
Regardless of where
spreadsheets,
I
like
start
how long
again.
have you had that one?
I don't think
Since,
spreadsheets are like
like,
necessary to play the game at all.
Yeah, right.
But I
yeah,
enjoy
like,
doing
yeah,
them.
yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
spreadsheets. I like the visual of
There's
it.
a
I
little bit
like
of, like,
seeing
a
the
variety,
numbers
right?
and
So
like
you can actually be like, yeah, I was here since like day
it
one,
might
and
be. I guess it might be necessary for the kind of goals I have for the game, but
and get through it. And I think it's
yeah.
it's a little bit testament to us too that like that the game has been playable, like that you can actually do that all the way.
Yeah. And not only that, it's I did have a point. Oh no, I'm forgetting it.
Oh no, we lost the angle.
Yeah, I lost the angle.
He lost the angle.
Thank you. No, I guess it's not coming back.
Yeah.
Oh well, is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'll forget it. I'll remember it as soon as someone stops talking.
Yeah. As soon as you leave the stream, like,
Yeah,
God
yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
No, it's
Okay,
really.
I remembered it.
Go for it.
Also, that save file is the save file that I recorded a lot of B-roll and footage for Coffee Stain videos. As
Aww.
well. So that's the same save we used when we did.
That's
We did
awesome.
a stream on Epic things.
Is that save?
That's that save.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
So
Wait, really?
Yep.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yep.
That's really cool that he has
so a
that
lot of memories
save
tied to
still.
that save. I want to keep it.
I forgot about that entire thing.
I remember.
I
I remember everything except for sentences.
I just remember the
I
moment when you
have
got up and got
deleted
attacked by Hawks
all
and
my
just going, "Oh, look at
saves
the gamers."
prior to 1.0. They are all gone.
Yeah. So like I'm also curious, like since you left Coffee Stain, like what has your been? Have you watched any videos that we put out or?
Yeah, I watched all of
like
them.
what's been your perspective like when you're not like? I mean, I think you know most of the things. That we
No,
revealed,
yeah.
But like, what has been your like from outside looking in?
But I mean, like I've said before, I
It's
never
been-
really
it's
like.
been fun and it's been weird as well.
Yeah.
I never really like stuck with
Yeah, like I think in the beginning there was like a part of
any
me that,
one
like, it
save
stung a little
for
when I
that
would watch the
long
videos. I was like,
anyway,
"Oh," you know,
because
like,
again,
leaving
I was
behind,
just
this thing.
I was always
but,
the moment I realized I
then
loved the game, I was
then
like,
sort of got used to it,
okay,
and I was like,
I'm
"Oh, I
waiting
settled
to
into just
really
being an
play
activity
this
member."
when 1.0
it was
comes
kinda
out,
just really
and
fun
then
and
somehow
just
I
had
still
some
managed to
updates,
play for over 500 hours. But
and
like,
just been enjoying it since. And,
I
I
never
think
got
we've been
very
doing,
far in the
a
game,
great job for
and
the
I
videos
would
as well,
restart.
and
Like I never let
production's,
myself
like,
get
really
very
good
far
too.
in the game,
I think it's way better
so
than
that
the production ever was.
we could
so,
do it fresh for
I think everyone
1.0.
has been in pretty good hands with the both of you.
Get the formal. Here's the formal sign off. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
So super glad you can join us and be here for this moment.
Yeah.
Like I said before, it felt weird not having you here since you've been such a big part in like both the YouTube channel and the streaming that we've done and all that stuff. Like it's
39 minutes
it's one big journey,
away.
and like while
I'm
you don't
excited
have to
for
be
the
there for
1.0
entire thing. I
launch
wasn't
trailer
there from
too.
the very first beginning.
You
but,
know
like,
it's gonna be good.
You know, Satisfactory is as much to me as it is to you in terms of like what we've put into it and made, and everyone at Coffee Stain really.
Yep.
It's like a big labor of love.
Yep. Like I've sort of said this before as well, is that like I spent 9 years at Coffee Stain.
Yeah.
You know, and so I was at, I don't know how long Satisfactory's been developed for, 8 years or something like that. I was there for 7 of them, or you know whatever the length is minus 1. You know, to me, like I still cherish that whole time that I have, and all the accomplishments that I made along the way, or that we all made.
All right, guys.
along
I
the
don't
way,
think
that's all still there. That's all still valid. And then just me leaving at the end.
Oh dang.
To me, doesn't spoil it. You know, so
You know,
I'm still
I don't
really,
think
really
I can
proud of all
record
that.
this
And
this
I'm actually
stream
also proud
locally.
of leaving sort of when I did, because I've
I
been
don't have
doing a
that kind of
bunch things that
space. Man, that's a
I'm
bummer.
really happy that I've been doing. So, to me, it's all good, and I'm
Especially
just watching
if the
you guys
stream ends up going.
finish the game. It's super
The
sick,
file
and
is-
it's
was
happening
like-
now. So I don't know. It's just been all good.
Already a gigabyte for like 30
Where can people
minutes or
find you?
something of
Under
stream.
a rock. Yeah. No.
So, yeah, it's
if
not
you
gonna
want to
work.
find me, because I am still on the internet, by the
And
way.
I don't mean like actually find you.
My address is no, I am still on the internet. I'm still doing things. I make content. I do streams. I make YouTube videos. I do devlogs for my. I'm working on a game, and I'm Gemballs everywhere. JEMBAWLS. Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, whatever. And I make variety videos. on games. I do variety streams, dev streams, devlog videos. Yeah.
There's been a
Just
bunch
whatever
of
is
Satisfactory
interesting.
videos.
Yeah, lots of
Yeah.
Satisfactory stuff because I was trying to finish the game. Yeah. And I've done like IRL streams and stuff in the past, so like some travel-y things. So like you never know, it's a mixed bag. If you want to hang, you can come hang.
Good times.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming, Jace.
No worries. Thank you very much for having me.
It was
I really
so good to
appreciate
have
it.
Jace here.
It really is super nice to have come back for this week.
When they showed that opening video for the stream, I expected to see Jace on the couch, like immediately.
I'm like, I mean, we are.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. There's a thing I want to say real quick.
Yeah.
Is that my community on my Discord?
Yeah.
I told them that I was working on my game today and watching the stream, and I've been in the voice chat with them all day. But I've been here. So I don't know how they felt about that. Hi.
Debated.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's been good.
Ultimate
Very committed to the secrecy.
Launch everyone, and I'll see you all.
Well done,
later.
Jace.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for coming.
See ya.
Oh boy, we are 35 minutes away. Is it
Oh my gosh.
35 minutes away from releasing the game.
Is this real life?
It is tricky because like we can't, you have to sit proper on these couches because of the mics. They're super, you gotta get up and open it.
Like I proved in the beginning when I was sitting over here.
Yeah, exactly. So I am feeling it too. But yeah, if you're just joining us right now, welcome to the release stream. We are 35 minutes away from, well, I don't know why the timer's doing that, but we are 35 minutes away from the full release, and it feels really strange because we have been planning this release for, like, from marketing perspective, or like community and marketing perspective, we have been planning this release for more than a year now.
Wow.
Like, we launched the roadmap video in January, talking about the revealing that we're not doing more updates. At 1.0 was the next thing. Where I also set up the whole laser thing, which I'm really proud of. That joke was set up in January, by the way, folks. Okay. Yeah, we've been just like, this has been one of the few times when we make these like marketing campaigns, or what you want to call it. Like, I don't really see it that way, but making content for our releases where we actually had the game sort of finished and like in a good state, so we can actually make content and actually know what we're doing. When me and Jace went to CERN and we're filming for Update 3,
Hold on,
that was not done at all. And we just got a list of like, these are the potential things that might be in Update 3, and we just filmed a ton of stuff that didn't make it into the game. For instance, the big alien bug thing. That was maybe it was gonna happen in Update 3. It didn't happen. So yeah, it feels really strange that we're actually at this moment right now, like doing the dev stream, counting down. There's like almost 30 minutes left before it actually hits, where, it's finally happening.
I'm kind of curious personally because, I mean, when I arrived, I don't remember a time here that was not like 1.0 centric, work-wise at least, internally. So just arriving here and then just wondering what's going to happen now. From now.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, I'm back.
If you're curious,
My alarm was about to go off on my phone.
That we're gonna keep working on Satisfactory. So Satisfactory is not
But I
like
couldn't
one
find
and
my
done
phone.
once 1.0 comes out. We are planning to do more work on it. We haven't fully announced anything yet, but we have some ideas now.
Okay, good.
We'll talk about that.
More
in
work
the
on
future,
it. Great.
the near future. But yeah, there's more Satisfactory coming.
Yes.
We also have Fixmas coming up that we've committed. I mean, we officially said it now, I guess, but we are committed that we're gonna fix Fixmas.
Nice idea.
You can roll a technical. No.
Fix Fixmas.
So we're gonna fix Fixmas. So Fixmas is like same quality of 1.0 essentially. So that's the least thing we're gonna do. But we also have some ideas of what we can
Thanks,
do,
Reich.
and we'll see like which direction we take it and how big of a change we plan to do. But yeah, like Satisfactory is like in 1.0 is gonna be in 1.0 state. So it's like we have to handle the game a little bit differently going forward, because when you're in early access, we have a little bit more, like, I wouldn't say freedom, because we still have some form of obligation,
commitment to
to commit.
They still had very solid releases for an early access game. Like,
certain quality, even in
they still kind of did that, like,
and we can't just do.
They would hold on to
go
stuff and then do
willy-nilly
like a
and
big
experiment and stuff
update
like
that was juicy and pretty
but there have
polished.
been like a bunch of tech debt that we've really tried and hunker down and like really
So
solve.
I have full confidence in their ability to do that post-release because they've already shown that they can do it.
And we haven't really made a video on that because it's really hard to. It's really tricky because we could make a video talking about like all the things that we fixed for 1.0 that have been like legacy issues and whatnot. But the truth is that like sometimes certain things can break again, and you've seen that happen. So like it can go a little bit up and down. But we have gone through a substantial list of legacy issues, and we also have had many meetings where we like trying to nail down like what do we need to have in the game for us to be able to call it 1.0, and like what are the sort of do we have to have a full-fledged train system? Like maybe we don't need that. Maybe the train system we have is good. Of course, it would be nice if we had being able to set multiple signaling chains or rerouting and whatnot. But for its worth, like the train system works. There are a couple of bugs, and those are more important to fix rather than to like ad hoc new systems into it. And this is like a balancing act too, because I think in certain aspects they're also like we could do more with what we have for 1.0, and in certain aspects we have, such as with the quality of life stuff that we felt we needed to fix, and we needed to leave it in a good enough state. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember where this tangent started from. I think it's just like it feels surreal to be this close to release. And it's I'm glad that you're all here with us for this moment, because it's been years in the making, and we wouldn't be where we are without you guys.
Half an hour.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Wow.
We just hit the mark. We're about to hit the mark. Because the community. I want to take a little moment to talk about the community, because the community have been really supportive and like really. I think we've had a really good balance of being able to get proper feedback from people and also joke about stuff. I'm really happy that we're able to make the type of content that we made as well, because I think a lot of studios are a bit afraid of doing the type of stuff that we do. Because like the toilet flush announcement
Absolutely
is something that I think some people
like I feel like their freedom to like troll us.
People would take it in the wrong way, and I'm so pleased that like every single person that I saw take those news on like got the joke. Well, 99% of the people got the joke. There were a couple of times, but like all media that wrote about it, like they all nailed the like.
But that is testament again to how persistent and how just supportive, I guess is the word, the community has been in terms of just being there for the long ride, and then indulging in just making the jokes, the memes, the funny moments, and just like having the because the toilet trailer was in one way kind of a payoff for an ongoing meme that's been around since how long?
Since Jay started that meme, I think, where we talked about Toilet Flush DLC, and then for those who don't know, we decided to not make it into DLC. It's like actually part of the game, so you are going to be able to flush the toilet in the hub. I'm not sure if that maybe people still think that was a joke that we made for the announcement trailer. But
it's both a joke and a real thing.
It's fully functional, and it's a part of the hub. And it's a part of Satisfactory now. It's a part of history.
Please close the lid before you do. Can you close the lid on the toilet?
Yeah. I see people. I thought it was a joke. No. It's real. You can totally do it. It serves a purpose.
Yeah.
So really excited about that stuff. What are you looking forward to after?
Oh, we're
after
so
today?
close.
I'm looking forward to sleeping.
Food, sleeping.
We're gonna have burgers after this, by the way. We're gonna hold the tradition of eating burgers after stream, even on release day. I'm not sure if they knew that when they booked this, but
I don't think I mentioned it at least.
No. But we are doing it. So really excited about that.
It's a joint that's very loved by most staff here. So it's like it's kind of a given anyway.
So we're going to take a little bit of a moment to talk about not the patch notes, but I mean, we're going to talk about the patch notes because we do have the patch notes.
All right, tell me.
Also, fun fact, I'm not sure, wait, I need to actually have the correct data when I say this, but so the way that production for 1.0 has gone is essentially that we've had our updates running. I think if you remember the roadmap video, I kind of explained this, but we've had our general production going, like with making updates and like working towards making, the stuff that goes into these updates. And then we've had people working on 1.0 like side by side. I don't know how to explain this. In the graphics, they were top down, but at the same time, we've been working on updates. We've been working on 1.0. So there's been a lot of like while working on updates, we were also working on 1.0. So like we've worked on 1.0 content for so long, And one of the producers, Uzu, mentioned that like he was doing the patch notes for 1.0, and it's like impossible. It's like I think he said there were 50 pages.
Yeah, the amount of text.
Yeah. Like in the original, we're not gonna have that actually, but like he mentioned that like going through all the change lists that we have when we're committing stuff on for working on this game. If we just collected all the changes and combined them into one single document, it was like 50 pages.
That's insane.
Yeah. And some of these, they're bullet point, by the way. But so I wanted to take a moment to talk about the patch notes that we are going to publish, if I can find them. I'm looking in the wrong chat. Because we needed to, the patch notes will be a little bit different for 1.0 because we couldn't do like the traditional like here are the bullet points. We actually had this issue last time where we hit the limit on Epic. Sorry, on Steam.
On Steam, yeah.
There's a limit?
There's a limit on how big your patch notes can be, and
oh wow,
we hit that, which was a first for us, and that was update 8. And update 8 was
I didn't know that.
Long lasting one. Where is the thingy? Say something interesting while I look for this, because
something interesting. I was trying to buffer something, but I'm kind of balling with the idea of what to do with the Lego from now on. Just what kind of content to make out of that.
Yeah, we can't leave that unfinished.
I really hope that wasn't insane for like assuming or claiming one piece was missing. But Linus, you couldn't find it either, right? The no, it is gone. Yeah. Thank God for that. So I am saying I am not the problem, for once. The missing bag of pieces.
We're both the problem. Can someone, one of the producers, can somebody message me the patch notes, because I cannot access them in the channel. It's like password protected. Apparently the patch notes are so secret that we can't even read them internally. So if someone is able to send that to me, that would be great.
Right? Are they keeping stuff from us too?
Apparently.
Are there spoilers we don't know about?
Well, maybe I can.
Oh, imagine if there are. That would be sick. That would be sick. Because again, I am already stoked for everything coming, like everything we all know at this point. But if there is even more stuff, holy moly!
Yeah, I mean, that's been sort of the issue in making content for this in particular, because there is so much stuff, and there's gonna be a lot of stuff that I didn't mention in like the content that I made, because there's a lot of tweaks that working on this big of a game. There are oftentimes few people at the company know everything. Like I think. I don't think I can count. Like, we could potentially count the amount of people that know everything working on this game is like on one hand.
Yeah. Even that's kind of a lot, actually.
Yeah, and even then it might be tricky. Hannah, savior.
Oh.
If this is what it is, she just sent me a clown meme. No, but like, it's such a huge game, and it's like I constantly, when I talk to people. What is this doing? Whoa, I've never seen this before. Wow, web. Anyway. If you could only see what I see. No, but like, so very few people know everything, and I oftentimes, when I talk to people, I often hear like, whoa, I didn't know you could do that. And even when I've made the videos, people like Coffee Stain message me like, whoa, I didn't know you could do that. So like, it's a big game. And even though people are constantly playtesting it and building stuff for it, there's still things to discover. All right, so but let's just quickly go through sort of a list of things that are coming in 1.0. How do I get rid of this Teams thing?
The game is out in 20 minutes, man. Surely they can wait.
No, we gotta summarize. Yeah, we gotta summarize. So if you're just tuning in, this is the countdown stream for 1.0, where we're gonna drop 1.0 in a little bit less than, what's the time? 20 minutes. Yeah, exciting. And in 1.0, there's going to be a lot of new stuff that you haven't seen yet. There's going to be a lot of nice bug fixing, a lot of optimization, and there's going to be a lot of new content that you've all been waiting for. And one of the new content that people have been asking for a long time is new factory building. So Tier 9 is going to be available in 1.0.
Yay!
Yeah, very exciting. The final phase of project assembly. And by the way, we've also sort of retconned some of the narrative that we revealed up until this point. Characters such as Katarina Parks and Steve are, well, sort of. Katarina Parks is still mentioned in the game, fun fact. But they don't play as big of a role as they originally were going to do.
Was Caterium still named after Katarina Parks?
Yeah, so it's, I think that's still the case here. Cool. So that's still the same. I just wanted to make that video to sort of set the, like, make sure that everyone's on page that, like, okay, we don't expect, like, what you've heard before.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Tier 9 is going to be the main thing in 1.0. Like, that's the main new thing, and it's all about finishing Project Assembly. And Project Assembly is part of the Save the Day program, which is something we've not talked too much about before, is, like, the whole narrative of the game. So you're finally going to get some form of conclusion to the game.
Yay!
Which might be strange in a factory building game, but there is one, sort of. Sort of. You'll understand what I mean when you play the game.
Interesting.
And yeah, so a lot of new stuff in Tier 9 is related to the quantum tech that I've showcased in a teaser video a while ago. And that's 2 new buildings. The converter and quantum encoder. Converter essentially converts you can convert resources into other resources, which is something that solves a big problem that we've had in the game for a long time, where if you run out of sulfur, for instance.
I wonder how long the release trailer is going to be.
Sort of build your own chains and be able to use that. There's a quantum encoder, which is a new production, and the converter does many other things. I'm just going to glance through this real quick. And the quantum encoder takes part of, like, the big complex building parts. So, like, you use the converter in a lot of those chains. And the quantum encoder has 2 requirements, or, like, one requirement is that it needs the new matter, which is excited photonic matter, which is used in every recipe in that. And it also produces a byproduct, which you need to solve for all recipes in that. And it's interesting problems. We've got conveyor lifts Mark 6, something that people have been asking about for years.
And belts.
And what?
Belts.
Belts. Yeah, belts. Did I just say lifts?
Yeah.
No, we only have lifts. You can only transport them vertically. Yeah.
The unhinged builds that come from that.
Yeah, so you're finally going to be able to take advantage of the 1,200 resources per minute that you can output from a Mark III miner. That's happening. And some people also asked from the videos, is like, but what if you overclock because I mentioned the particle accelerator, it takes like 600 coal to be able to produce 30 diamonds, but then how are you supposed to, because that's more than, if you overclock that to 250, that's more than 1,200. And I'm not going to give you the answer, but there's a way, okay? Exciting. But there are going to be some, I think, recipes in the game still that you can't take full advantage of due to some limitations. But at least from the Mark III miner resource thing, you're going to be able to take.
You'll find a way.
Interesting.
We got the Blueprint Design Mark II, which is really exciting because a lot of people have asked us for a blueprint designer, bigger blueprint designer, and we decided to go this route instead of just taking the default blueprint designer and increasing.
I have weird feelings about this. I was talking about this with Scratch in the Discord.
You get access to the Mark I in the same place that you do
ultimately,
now,
I still think it's a good thing, but
it's 40.
I kind of wish they had just either upgraded the existing one or.
And then you'll get access to the Mark II later in the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I really want.
It's a 5x5.
Wanted, but
5x5x5.
I'm fine with the size.
Blueprint design.
Size is fine.
So it's a bit bigger. It might not sound like a lot, but having just that one extra foundation length actually does a huge difference. And everyone who's been playtesting it has told us that now they're able to do stuff in the blueprint designer that they weren't able to do before.
And my god, the highlights out of that.
There's a new fuel type called Fixonium, which you saw in the teaser video as well. The ball-looking thing might remind you of something else.
The ball-looking thing.
No relation. It's purely coincidental if it looks like something else. And with this, you're going to be able to create plutonium waste, which will finally sort of... This is wrapping up a big loose end in the game where you can finally sink plutonium waste into producing Fixonium. And then with
Very
Fixonium,
exciting.
you can make Fixonium fuel rods, which you can then use in nuclear power plants. And these do not produce any waste. They are the worst fuel type in the game, as in they burn the fastest. But you're finally going to be able to close the loop, sort of, for that. And then we have all the new alien tech stuff. So in the last video, I finally revealed the alien technology. This has been in the game since Dawn. This is the dawn of time. They've always had this work in progress mark.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Now they're usable, and they are by far the most usable items in the game, in my opinion.
Yes.
Okay, it's up to everyone. Okay, but the dimensional depot, which I'll talk about first, is the
I think
way
the dimensional depot is huge.
to essentially get a central storage area. If you've played Minecraft, it's similar to the Ender's. What's it called? Ender's Nether. Nobody in here plays Minecraft either.
For 40 minutes.
The chest where you can essentially access.
I haven't played Minecraft in a long time.
So like with
I
the
played a lot of
depot, you can
Minecraft,
upload
though.
your production parts, and you can access them wherever you are on the planet. And it's a bit limited, so you can't have like infinite access to it. Ender chest, thank you, chat. Yeah, there were some people in chat who played Minecraft at least.
Imagine that.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to take advantage of being able to access stuff. And I've always thought that this has been one of the biggest gripes when playing the game, is that like when you're just running around the building, you're constantly being like, I ran out of this thing, and now I gotta run back. And it's always like one thing. It's always like, I'm out of plates.
Yep.
And I gotta back to the base just to get plates. And then you run back to base and you get plates, and you're like, go back to where we were building, and then like, I forgot this thing, I need concrete, and go back and forth constantly.
Or too few plates or whatever.
Yeah, like this is by far the biggest, like in my playstyle at least, the biggest gripe I've had, and it really made it so much better. It may seem like I've seen a lot of discussion online where people feel like this will eliminate some of the fun with the game, and it will eliminate like central storage areas and stuff like that. I think you'll still find use cases for that. I think there's still some fun things you can do with that, and having a central storage area is still nice. I still have that in my save file. I still have a central storage area. So I
Brad and I were also talking about this because
different. I think you'll set up your base a bit different.
At first I was like, oh man, I'm sad the central storage will be on, but the more I thought about it, I think you would still want one.
Like it's infinite.
I think Gratch is right. You would still want one.
It's going to be way smoother, but there's still a limit to it. And you're also limited by the amount of the limit.
So not necessarily like you don't have to have a central storage now. Which is the other thing. Like
no, not even local. It's the power amplifier.
You could set it up that way, but you don't have to.
Or maybe I didn't. They've combined it into one thing here, I think.
Okay.
Which is a use case for summer sloops. You can put these in the power augmenter building that you've seen in the last video. The big laser machine. Big, loud laser machine.
Finally.
Yeah. And with that, you're going to be able to improve your factory production. By increasing you're going to be able to boost your power, essentially. Very juicy. And then alien overclocking, which is the internal work name for it, but alien amplification, I think is the name, where you can overclock your buildings even more, essentially. You can spend summer sloops to get a bigger output with the cost of much bigger like
huge power consumption.
Yeah, I think it's like 4 times in a lot of cases.
Something in that ballpark.
Which goes hand in hand with like why you need the power augmenters, because you'll need more power. So, but you'll need to figure out how to spend those. And one fun fact, I believe, is that the amount of Mercer-spheres and summer sloops have changed on the map. So we have changed like the ratio, and we've reduced the amount of summer sloops, and we increased the amount of Mercer-spheres. There's also like a couple of factory cosmetic stuff. We've added a couple of new buildables. I think a lot of people wanted way more cosmetic stuff, but that's maybe for the future, you know, like that's maybe something. But we've added a couple of new things. We've added 2 new barriers.
Knowing that they've got updates coming like that
we've added
opens up the possibility for
like
tons of that stuff
to all your buildings. So instead of just having the regular old factory colors sets that we have, you can now also have cool finishes such as like chrome and bronze, and Caterium is one of them. So make them all shiny and stuff. Really nice. And they can be used on like almost all the buildings. So it's not just like for walls and floors and stuff like that. It's actually for every. And in fact, almost every video I've made, I've used the I can't remember. It's like
the iron colored ish.
Yeah. What's silver, what's the cool like carbon fiber color? It's called carbon fiber something. I think in the game on concrete, which I always thought looked pretty cool. So it's not just like dark in color concrete. It's actually with a different finish. And now we're at and there's also new windows. I forgot to mention that. And I didn't say this in the video, but I did show it in the B-roll. There are now stairs in Satisfactory.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. How about that? So confirming that once and for all, because I saw there was still a little bit of doubt when I put the video, but there are new stairs in the game, okay? And they're pretty baller. Not gonna lie, they're pretty useful. And you can make like people in at Coffee Stand have made like huge like spiral staircases that go super high up, and it looks super cool. So really looking forward to that. And yeah, that's mostly the cosmetic stuff. And now we're starting getting to the balancing changes, which, as you may not know, we've made number changes.
Numbers.
And I'm not gonna go too deep into this. The patch notes do mention a lot of this stuff, like how certain milestones are unlocked earlier, and how like fuel gens have their own milestone now, and like the fuel gens are. What was the change again? It's like they take less input now.
Sorry, I was so. Did you hear the shout from downstairs?
I was trying to ignore it.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. Yeah. So I just got completely. I'm so sorry. Yeah, what were we saying?
Yeah.
For like the past minute.
Who
fuel gen something.
Yeah, the change to fuel generators where like they consume less fuel now. Or
yeah.
Like yeah. So you'll need to build more to get the. But you get more power out of them or something like that, right?
Oh yeah, this was the. Oh yeah, I remember this mishap. Yes, I think you.
250 megawatts instead of 150 megawatts.
They require less fuel to output the amount that they do, so you can build more now with the amount. Like if you have like a fuel generator set up right now, you're going to be able to build more with the same amount of like fuel that you put into them.
Yes. Exactly. Words. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we haven't like it. Does it count as a nerf or a buff? I'm not sure in this case actually, because it's a little bit of a both, right?
A change.
Yeah, it's a big change.
It's a cop out.
So stuff like that. So so we'll drop these patch notes in the on socials and whatnot. You can find them out. Which I've forgotten. We need to link that in the. We need to solve that.
We have socials.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And yeah, there's a ton of new parts.
10 minutes.
A bunch of new recipes. There's new alt recipes. I've avoided talking too much about recipes and alt recipes because I think it's more fun for you guys to discover that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And do it. Also because some of these numbers change.
Yeah.
Less than 10 minutes. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Drones can now use all fuel types. Not all fuel types, but almost all fuel types instead of just batteries. So batteries have
I'm still very curious.
Significance of batteries have been reduced. Rather.
Which fuel type is like the fastest and stuff?
What fuel type you can use. So the better the fuel type, like the more complex the fuel type it is to produce, the faster drones will fly.
Oh my! The expanding scope.
Oh, this one is juicy. You want to take this one?
What is that? I can't read from here.
Let's zoom in. Talk about yeah.
Oh, the most dramatic. Actually, it might be for some people because it's probably the most early game feature of 1.0. Maybe. Yeah. The fact that the biomass burner now has a conveyor belt input.
Yeah.
Which is
we haven't heard a lot about that.
And maybe later, who knows? Very, very, very quite nice.
I think that will. It's like a small thing changed in the early game, but that will have a huge.
Just the fact that you don't have to, again, harking back to the Dimensional Depot, just not having to make as many round trips back there to completely feed, to continuously feed them.
Yeah, this is gonna be super nice.
It's still gonna be manual power though, because like you have to
when I was
go pick the leaves, but
I think placing manifolds for biomass generators, you might notice that like they might not be as good because of how fuel generators because you need to fill up for a manifold to make sense, right? And in the early game, sometimes you'd rather have just like put in 10 fuel in that one, put in 10 in that, and 10 and 10. And
you want a load balance
rather than like fill up fuel dense because you'll get more power.
Good tips,
Nut. Have an even flow.
Yeah.
So like I think in the early game, my prediction, and I may be wrong about this, but my prediction is that we'll see a lot more load balancing for this particular thing, because I think manifold is like the overall preferred method of routing.
Yeah, I prefer manifold.
So I predict that we'll see more load balancing for biomass generators in the early game, and then you'll move over to manifolds as the game goes on. But who am I? What do I know? I haven't even finished the game. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a bunch of small tweaks as well to some of the. Here's the thing. Yeah. So fuel gens now produce 250 megawatts instead of the previous 150s. That's the thing we touched on previously.
That's a freebie.
And there's a bunch of stuff with like NAM changes, such as like programmable splitters and geothermal generators. They're no longer be needing supercomputers, so they're going to be accessible earlier on. And the gas mask is also available in the MAM instead of being in Tier 5, so it's going to be accessible earlier, which is
that's nice for exploration.
The whole Noblisk being able to destroy gas pillars.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to talk about this one?
Oh yeah, hard drive rerolling and saving. Yeah, so each hard drive you get.
We are probably. I mean, it depends on what changes there are, but I probably am gonna want to try to get cast screws as soon as possible.
Like those two options,
one of the alt recipes.
You can now reroll each and every hard drive once, so you do technically end up getting 4 options. The thing is, if you do choose to reroll your hard drives, you can't then go back to the previous 2. So it is kind of a shot in the dark. About like, okay, I don't like my 2 current alt recipes that I can pick from. But if you do opt to reroll and those other 2 options end up being worse or also unattractive, then well, yeah, tough luck. Yeah. But yeah, 2 options and 1 reroll option for two new options.
Yeah.
And they should also only be able to present recipes that you can produce by that stage of the game. Maybe.
No, that's how it works. Yeah. So yeah, those are most
6
of
minutes.
the new features coming in
6
1.0. We
minutes.
also have a bunch of quality of life stuff, such as being able to build straight conveyor belts, making 90 degree turns. This is a banger of a feature.
Yes.
I'm excited for that.
Is nodding behind me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so good.
I wonder how it works when you don't, when you're not building on foundations.
And just get like straight proper conveyor belts. You can get most of the use cases in there. You just need to learn like a little bit like when to pull from what and like what order to drag things. So that's really nice. If you hold control when building railways, you can now get them to become straight. So it'll be straight in the same axis as their connection point. So they'll still slope down and up depending on the curvature of the terrain. But that is also huge. Oh wait, I didn't know this. Wait.
Oh.
This is new to me. Okay, apparently you can free place signals now, so you can place them wherever you want on the railway instead of just at like the intersection points. That's actually pretty dope.
I have yet to place a single.
I have, and I didn't notice that.
So I wouldn't know.
That's huge. Holy shit. Damn.
Yeah.
I'm actually. Wow, that's pretty cool.
How much time left?
True and tested conveyor belter. Why have trains when you can just have a million belts running across the
Because it's fun to set up the signaling system. It seems complex, but it's really fun.
Yes, it is complex.
Yeah, but it's really fun when you get it to work.
I have trains. I've never
That's dope.
used them though.
Just don't
I haven't gotten far enough.
Once you're used to it, you're just
Again, intentionally, so that we can figure it all out in 1.0.
Like when you're dismantling blueprints, you can also now change the build mode to completely dismantle all parts of the blueprint instead of only.
The download's not available yet.
Already? Well, maybe that's not an update.
I've been checking.
Yeah, I think I'm allowed to say this.
Is this not an up-to-date chat?
So they haven't they'll publish it after the teaser.
So long that I just don't remember.
Less than 4 minutes. Maybe it's not. Maybe I just played update.
Yeah.
So we won't actually be playing in 4 minutes, most likely.
A bunch of changes to like the build system. There's the clearance system has actually been updated as well. So like they're a bit tighter. There's the guideline system where I've showcased in this video where you can get clear guidelines now instead of just having green lights. And they also show like direction and stuff like that. And then it talks about narrative, which we mentioned before. There is a narrative now in the game. We won't talk too much about that. That's up for you guys to discover.
Yes.
Yay! Don't talk to us about
There's a ton
it.
of stuff in the world. I'm not going to go through these.
And again, to touch on the narrative super quickly, again, every single one I think of Ada's lines have been changed from the beginning of the game.
Yeah. Every single line.
I'm waiting on the download. I mean, that's a good point.
And we're 3 minutes away from release, and we haven't even gotten to the end of the patch notes. There's so much else coming on. It has to do with like optimization, achievements, bug fixing, network optimization. There's been a lot of work gone into working out the kinks with the networking code. Conveyor belt system has been completely remade for networking, for instance.
Skimming through the Steam post real quick to see what.
Yeah, exactly. Save system has been optimized, so like saving should be way faster.
Yay!
Rendering as well, like and like objects that are saved into the save file are also optimized. So yeah, there's so
Good
much
shit.
Actually,
and dedicated
optimizations are
servers. I didn't
super
touch
hype.
that. Dedicated servers are also gotten a lot of love, a lot of fixes for dedicated
Thank
servers.
you, Ben.
Not only Ben, but also
And all people.
Yeah. And we're finally going to fully support dedicated servers now, by the way. Dedicated servers have, up until 1.0, been experimental, so they have not been finished. So now we're fully supporting them. 2 minutes.
Cool.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I thought he said
I can
old
push the
people,
thing,
but I
so,
realized he was trying to say all people.
And yeah, it's insane. It's insane how much work has gone into this one like update. And I think for a long time, I think when you work on it for so long, we feel like, oh, it's not too much new really, but like now that we actually started collecting,
it's earth-shattering.
yeah,
yes,
like when we actually go through the patch notes. And
I'm excited for the teaser. What are we gonna see in this teaser? It seems like they're gonna show the teaser at 0
that straight conveyor
on the
belts, like,
countdown.
with a dimensional depot, so I like just refuse.
I took a couple of hours, just no more than a couple hours, so too little time to just boot U8 up. It's insane. Yeah. It's night and day.
There's so many changes.
Yes.
And not only that, but like I really feel like the quality is so much better in 1.0.
Oh yes.
I feel really happy and proud of what the team has put together in terms of quality for the game. And
Here we
I'm
go.
really excited to see and hear
Less than a minute
once it goes out into the wild, and finally get everyone to play. It's scary.
I think I'm feeling the pulse now. Just
Yeah.
thinking about like all the buzz, all the oh god, yeah.
So in 30 seconds, roughly, you guys are gonna be able to play. Yeah,
Oh god,
Linus is freaking out. I'm freaking out as well. I can't believe we've gotten to this point with less than 30
Soon
seconds
count
left.
the amount of seconds on both of your hands.
Yeah.
yeah.
So much work has gone into
That's
this.
nuts. That's
It's
kind of
awesome.
dope.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So I hope you'll all enjoy 1.0. I hope you'll enjoy playing Satisfactory. And we can't wait to see everyone like make content and stream and see what you build, and like community highlights are gonna be nutty. So without further ado, everyone,
It's a launch angle.
thanks for hanging
Here we
out with
go.
us. It's time to
Teaser. Oh yeah, look, they customized the color of their suits. Wow. Wow. Spaghetti! Wow! That was a great little section. This trailer is fire! Hey, I didn't see the glitch with the hypertube. Aw, that's dope. Oh, look at that. Oh. Pat the lizard doggo. Wow. Oh, that was such a good trailer. Oh. Okay. Let me see if it's on Steam. Wait, we're not done. Oh, controllers. Wait, console support? Coming? Oh, wow! That's my gosh. I didn't expect that.
Let's go, everyone. Holy shit. I can't believe it. I'm going to remove the countdown here. It is out. It is available. Well, it's downloading, hopefully, for some people, but it is now finally coming out.
I don't see it yet, but...
Satisfactory 1.0. It's, wow. And actually, now I feel it. I felt nothing up until this point. I've just been dead inside, but holy shit. I can't believe it. 1.0 is out. So, real quick, if you don't see anything happening in Steam on Epic, don't worry. On Epic, you might need to refresh the browser or like the client or whatever, and it should update. And on Steam, it's the same thing. Like you might need to refresh Steam or restart it, and then it'll kick off.
Trying to restart Steam now.
But yeah, that we snuck in a little bit of extra thing at the end there.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So Satisfactory is coming to console. I guess is the thing I want to say here. We've dreaded this. I was saying
we've dreaded this.
It's a huge undertaking to be able to bring this game to console, but we are doing it together with our friends at Fish Labs. We have been working on porting this game to console. We don't have a release date or anything like that yet. We actually don't know
Update
fully
queue.
when, if
it's 11.1 gigabytes for me because I already had update 8 downloaded.
We're working on I'm so excited for this. We are excited to be able to bring console for Satisfactory for PlayStation 5 and Xbox. The Xboxes, I don't know. Anyways, so super exciting. One thing I also want to mention in regards to this is that we are also looking into getting proper controller support.
I'm actually going to run away real quick because I'm so excited. I got to pee.
Topic that we talked about. And
while it's downloading, I'm going to run away. I'll be right back.
Bring controller
I'll leave you guys with Snut.
To Satisfactory. And we are going to bring control support for PC as well, so it's not just for console. We haven't fully finished that yet, and so that will be sort of an update in the future. So it's coming, but with control support comes a ton of like work that goes into, we've had to update menus, like all widgets and like all the UI elements in the game have to be accustomed with controller support in mind. But we are doing it. We are doing it. It's super exciting. Yeah, we're gonna hang out for a little bit longer actually because we're not gonna end the stream just yet because I know that you're all probably gonna ditch the stream now and just jump back into Satisfactory. Yeah, we're gonna hang out a little bit more. Mark is gonna join us, our game director, but he's not here. It's probably on me not to telling him that he needs to show up. So yeah, how are we all feeling, chat? Are we excited? Are we happy? Can't believe that we're finally here. How big is the download for you all? Because it will vary a little bit, I think. We have reduced the general size of the game in total. So I'm not sure. 11 gigs on Steam for some people, 13, 10. I think the game is around like 13 gigs in total now. I don't know. Linus is just shrugging his head. I don't know. A lot of people sell 11 gigs. So and the team is celebrating, and we've tried to like soundproof this room as much as we possibly can, and we haven't heard like almost anything from the bottom floor, but now we can actually hear them, which is pretty exciting. So good job, everybody. I can't believe we're here. Super excited. Time to party. Time to get wasted. So yeah, as I mentioned before, we are coming to console. If you didn't hear the news or didn't see it, we are coming to console, and it's really exciting. And we've been working on that for a long time together with Fish Labs, who's doing the porting. And control support is also coming, if you didn't hear that. So super exciting. Obviously, otherwise you'd have to play on console with, I don't know, you'd find a way. Anyways, there's a fly in here. It's really annoying. What else is there to say? I don't know. It's just, what was that? Yeah.
Right. I just broke a plate. Oh, that's why I was gone a little bit longer.
I see you. Like, where's 1.1? What is this? What is this shit?
Yeah.
We haven't even. It's not been out for like 10 minutes.
Now we
and we're already
have
complaining about where's 1.1.
fewer plates.
Oh,
I
boy.
am okay.
Oh,
The
it's
plate
getting there.
absolutely
Getting there.
obliterated, but I am okay.
Crossplay for console, we don't know yet exactly. We haven't decided. I think.
Let's see if it's downloaded, shall we?
There's a lot of work that goes into that, so we're not sure.
All right, it's still
if we
going. It's
can
still
support
downloaded. We can
crossplay
listen to Snap for a
console.
little bit.
So to be announced. There's a lot of stuff with consoles that we can't talk about right now, mostly because the biggest reason is because I haven't prepared for it. Okay, like I just prepared for this stream mostly, so I don't want to give away any faulty information or anything like that. But we will follow up with more information in regards to consoles.
I'm excited for there being controller support on
we don't
PC.
Have a release date, like I said before.
That could be nice.
And hope. I mean, it might be this year, but I don't think it will. But maybe. Who knows? Oh God,
I
we're
am
back. Who knows? We're back.
more than
We're doing it
halfway
again.
done downloading the update.
So yeah. Error occurred. Oh no. It's missing the executable. Wait a second.
Uh-oh.
Just okay. If you're running into issues when you're downloading, make sure to what's it called? Resolve files on Steam and Epic. So on Steam, you go to properties, and there's like a setting under properties there where you can go like, is it called resolve files or is it called reconfigure? I can't remember what it's called.
Hopefully, I don't have any issues. We'll see.
Make sure and verify them, and it's the same thing on Epic. You right-click on the thing and you go to the little dots, and you can validate them. Verify. That's the word. Get that verification going. We have a different type of verification in the game. Where's Mark?
I'm at
Mark.
8 out of 11 gigabytes.
Relying on you. I had a bunch of stuff planned with Mark when he's here, but he's not here, so it's really hard to like keep going. Anyway, yeah. What are your Linus? You take his place. Linus is joining in.
I'll stall for time.
Yeah. How are you feeling? Maybe is that Mark?
I think it's.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like so nervous. So great that it's finally out.
Yeah. The last.
There he is.
There he is. Look at that.
I took his spot and then he.
Yeah. You can get in.
You take the good spot.
Okay. All right. Bye, Linus. Congrats. Oh, okay. You mean you're like scooch over. Oh, hi, Mark.
How do I sit here?
Yeah,
or?
you want to sit close to the mic. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Perfect.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. Congrats.
Mood seems to be great down there.
Yeah. No, it's good.
I haven't heard anything throughout the entire stream, and then like when we launched, I heard like the countdown.
Yeah.
Super
Aww.
exciting.
No, it's amazing.
Super cool.
And it's did you see any stats like the view counts and stuff?
No.
So it's like I think on total it was like over 80,000 people watching.
Wait, what?
80,000.
Yeah, across both platforms. So I think the entire category of like
what the shit?
Yeah. So that's counting the Satisfactory category on Twitch,
wow.
assuming that people are watching other people's streams.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, and that's actually.
Hi everyone. I felt like I've been streaming for like there's maybe 50 people here or something like that.
That's actually higher than our concurrent user total.
Damn. All right.
Wow.
Well, glad that you all tuned in for this shit.
Yeah.
Exciting times.
Sick,
Yeah, but what's the?
Is the volume too low? I'm so sorry.
I don't know. I feel like it didn't hit me until like when I pushed
Turn it
live
up a
on
little bit
Twitter.
for you.
Yeah.
And I saw the reactions to it. I felt like
for me,
welcome
the
in.
dismantle of the early access.
Oh yeah.
And I still remember the first time that I saw that draft. I'm pointing to Linus now because he made that trailer. But that really hit me then as well, and now it kind of hit me again.
It's
'Cause
installing.
You don't really feel it. Like we've also done like 10 updates for this game, so it feels kind of like same old shit in a way. But I mean, it's still not really real.
All right, I'm gonna give it a go. Let's see.
But I think the game is like
Go
the better state
to
it's ever been. We spent so much time bug fixing. I think we.
Let me stop the stream. Hopefully it's all good now. Oh, missing executable. Okay. This is the error people were getting. All right.
We fixed like over 1,000 bugs between.
Yeah.
And go back to
now.
Yeah.
That's actually
the stream while I verify files here.
Or in press release as well. And that's even only the bugs that we actually kept track of. So, and there's still gonna be bugs in there. Like I still see shit sometimes. And I'm like,
Yeah.
But that, I mean, it should play better than it's ever played. And
Yeah.
we got all the new content.
That's the general vibe I've gotten when I've been playing, is that like it just feels polished. Like it feels so much more polished, and I feel like we've had a pretty good level of polish for being in early access. You know, like I always felt like we've tried to always not put out stuff that's like broken, and like stuff has been
agree with
unfinished,
that.
but you know, we want it to be unfinished.
Yeah, I think
in
the
a state
polish has
where
been
it's
pretty good in
playable and
early
good,
access.
and like
Yeah.
you can see the intent.
Yeah, it's supposed to be representative of what we want, right?
Exactly.
Like, and sometimes that's also kind of nipped us in the butt because you want to try things, but you want to still deliver quality. Because sometimes when you want to try things out, you kind of need to just try it in a shitty way. So we always test internally, of course. But
yeah,
I think we've been lucky at that as well. That we never really had to go back to something that we worked on a lot to like actually change it or remove it. This only happened like a handful of times.
Yeah.
I'm just verifying the integrity of files because I had an error.
And,
should we talk some about the new stuff?
Nah,
that
we talked about the new stuff.
Oh, you already talked about it?
Yeah, we talked about it. Like definitely everything that we revealed. Like everything that I've revealed, we talked about it
on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've revealed everything. Like,
Oh, everything. Yeah.
What do you mean? Did I forget something? Because like there might have been a few small things, but I think that's sort of up to people to discover on themselves and bring it up. But I don't think I've missed anything. I did miss the thing that I just wrote in the patch notes with how you can place signals on rails wherever.
Wait, what?
that was in the patch notes.
Wait, is that new?
Is it not?
I don't know.
Well, I didn't even know that was in.
We changed so much shit between like the last time.
Right.
Like, I actually forgot what was in this update.
Yeah, right. Because apparently the
all right, all files successfully validated. 1 second.
The entire blueprint.
See if this works. Still missing an executable. Uh-oh. That's not good. Do I need to completely reinstall it? Sorry guys. Speaking of no issues at launch.
And apparently you can also rename the.
Sorry, hold on. Never have issues at launch, ever. Did they really forget to have the door go into the game? He's trolling us, yeah. Yeah, I'm just having issues. Epic's got an issue as well. Lots of people talking about an error in chat.
So we need to let the modding people solve that before we can play with mods again. So unfortunately, yeah, that's a quick recap. Maybe we can
the
one of
exe
the moderators
file
in
is misnamed.
Chat just pin a message saying that so people know. We have resolved that issue and it's going to be pushed out again. Anyways, 1.0, good times. Yeah, there's, like I said, there's just a lot of stuff that's for a long time. Like it feels like hasn't it been in the game for forever?
Yeah,
we've been
Okay, another update's gonna get pushed.
And a lot of small fixes and stuff.
Yeah.
small
So apparently the exe
so it's really hard to keep track.
change the name of the .exe, remove the Steam part. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what the chatter says.
Yeah, because I heard there were 50 pages of.
Because you know, chatters,
like bullet points.
random chatters are always right, right?
I have no clue. We tried.
Yeah.
The only version that I
It's like an echo in the audio now. Let me close that. Hey, hey, random chatter for the win. Maybe. Uh-oh. It says that it's running. Oh, oh. The great community. Yep. Oh, okay. I think it's starting now. Whoa. Oh, here we go. It's very loud. Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay. Why is my mouse being weird? Uh-oh. Alright. Greetings, pioneers! Welcome to the 1.0 release of Satisfactory. If you experience any bugs, crashes, visual performance issues, or have any feedback for us, blah blah blah, we're collecting gameplay. Okay. There's something wrong with my mouse. Oh god. Alright. Let me try to fix the settings here. Oh, I see the problem. Hold on. Uh, 20. See if I can. Conveyor visual quality. Alright, guys. It looks like, let me turn this back on. It looks like Retaliate's still just like a normal option here, so I'm just gonna leave it. I think we're good. New start screen here.